Football, for the love of the game.
So guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I just want to say, hello to you guys. It's been a long time, so that's why the run live shows on Happy Easter to all of you. Yeah, hello. You guys are here already. I didn't announce this. Like the video, guys. It's just a quick one. I like to just try and come on. It's not regular now. Between a Friday night football club and also just this show. So it's gonna be a very quick one. I won't take too much time. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is GAANT Football again. It's not our regular show. This is not Friday Night Football Club, just a GAANT Football show that we do not regularly, but sometimes we try and meet up. To actually just meet up with you guys and discuss football. So I'm going to just talk about two things, maybe probably two to three things today. So don't talk about. I spoke to you on Friday about Okonkwo, and I told you that all the news going around is not true. That the NFF did not contact Okonkwo, or the coach did not contact Okonkwo, and I can tell you that one of my very good friend here spoke to a member of Eric Shear's staff last year. He might be listening to me now here about Okonkwo, and the response was that the document wasn't complete. Then that's the reason why Okonkwo did not play for Nigeria last year. And I can tell you that for the boy to play for Nigeria, because he's got a UK passport, and UK is like 4 associations. You have the Northern Ireland ones, you have the Scotland FA, you have the Wales FA, and also the English FA. All of them must clear him before he can play for Nigeria. So that's the reason why it took slightly a longer time. But it's now on official FIFA's website now that Okonkwo has been fully cleared for Nigeria. I understand journalists that went to try and talk to his people. See, let me tell you something. You don't know who is who. So who are you to say you want to go and talk to? You are not NFF. You are not working for NFF. Then what is your business with Okonkwo? So I think these people too, they don't know who is who. So they are making sure that they keep their cards very close to their chest so that they don't go and talk to people that are just nuisance. And the guy too is a very journalist, very controversial journalist, where I would know his story. So all his agenda is just about being the first to break a news, and also trying to, there's a way they just trying to do to make sure that all these foreign born players don't play for Nigeria. But officially now, Okonkwo is already in the pipes and he will play for Nigeria. The next player that might probably be on the cards to change fully from FIFA will be Michael Kayode. Time will surely tell on that. So I think the coach is trying to cut the average age of the players, the Super Eagles to around 25, 26, so that these players can still be very active before the next World Cup comes around in North America again. Sorry, in Canada. Sorry, not in Canada. Oh my days, in Morocco, Portugal, and Spain next year. So not next year, next 3 years, next 3 years. So, in case you don't know, some of you might think that the World Cup again is far, the qualifiers is far away. I can tell you here that the World Cup qualifier is next year. It's less than a year. It's less than a year. So before the World Cup qualifier starts again in March, and this time around it's going to be a lot difficult. And I can tell you the reason why. If because uh we're gonna be having 8 slots, not 9 slots again, because Morocco will take one because they're one of the host nation. So they qualify automatically for the next World Cup. So they are part of the host nation. And so other African countries will fight for the 8 remaining slots. So it's gonna be more intense compared to this one self. So if you are not ready, you are not ready. So, and I know that Eric Shea is preparing art. He needs contract too to guarantee that he's there, he's gonna be there, and good. He wants a player like him. He wants someone is good. His all-round game is very good, and he's not a bad player to bring on in a crucial game. That though they lost horribly against an inform Southampton team yesterday, but it's a boy that you know that he will grow, and the age is 24. And I want to say a special shout out to Rian Alebiosu. If Rian Alebiosu was part of those people that really worked very hard for to make sure that Okonkwo plays for Nigeria. So don't be surprised that we're having a new set of Ini boys now playing for Nigeria. Before our Ini boys used to be Ekong and Leon Balogun. Even before them, we used to have Hope Akpan and Sonia Luko. But this time around now, we are getting to like new direction of Ini boys. We already had Emmanuel Fernandez, Rian Alebiosu, Femi Seriki, and now Otto Okonkwo, So they are leading the next generation of Ini boys, just 23, 24 years of age players, that is it. That is it. So congratulations to Nigeria, congratulations to Otto Okonkwo, and I wish him very best of luck. I hope that it can be so good for Nigeria and in years to come. So he'll be making his debut for Nigeria in the June friendly. And I said it here that there is no cause for alarm, that all those things you were reading here, they're just mere rumor that we just evaporate, with the test of time. Otto Okonkwo is a fully super good player. So that is that on Otto Okonkwo. So, and let me just take something about Sunday. So let me just say something about the reason why journalists back home or / content creators back home don't really want foreign born players in Super Eagles camp. I'm going to just explain some parts to you very well. The issue is this. Most of the foreign based players, they are very professional. None of them will come to camp trying to give journalists money, hand out money. Hey, take money, take money. So majority of people come to camp to see if there's any Super Eagles player that will give them handout. In our culture, when you see people come to greet you, you will try to give them something. But these boys don't know about that. They don't care about that. They believe that if you are coming to do your job, you're not doing them a favor. You are doing your job. They are also doing their job. So, and that is the reason why you see that a majority of them don't like foreign born players. In fact, this is not allegation. I've watched a live video before. A journalist in Nigeria went to go and meet a Super Eagles player, and that Super Eagles player is Taiwo Awoniyi. When he was warming up one of the World Cup qualifier game in Uyo, he went to go and tell him that you don't know that I just gave birth. So if you just give birth now, to be God, we protect the child. I'm just saying it. Why would you go and tell is when you are having a job like that, I think probably it's meant to be professional. You can't go to Super Eagles camp and be saying that just give birth now, so that maybe Super Eagles players should give you money. So the moment you see, you can't go and ask Lukman, you cannot go and ask Alex Iwobi or say somewhere like that, say, oh, okay, they will not. So, and that's why most majority of these people don't like foreign born players, in Super Eagles camp. That is that. So talking about Oliseh, I listened to his podcast today about the way forward. Anyway, I'm coming to that one later. So, and part of one of the things that I want to talk about is this boy. This picture here was a picture that was posted when Gennett Raw invited him as a standby to play for Nigeria against Lesotho and Benin Republic for the AFCON qualifiers. See, let's be, I don't know, maybe I was very active then that this boy, he wasn't even a regular player then for Reading in the championship, but we knew exactly what this boy could do, in the nearest future. At that point in time, he's probably below Samuel Chukwueze or so, but clearly here now you can see that Michael Oliseh, the name is on your screen here, is probably one of the best players in the world. See, the moment Michael Oliseh is now Michael Oliseh, it becomes very difficult for a Nigerian national team to get him. Let's be honest ourselves. Even if now he didn't play for any national team, it's going to be very hard for Nigeria to scout him and get him because he can play for 4 countries. The best chance that Nigeria had to get players like this is when they are playing at a very early age. You get them, you convince them, you get them to the national team. In fact, Cameroon invited a 16-year-old player to play for their national team. 16. It wasn't 16 years old, 16 years old to play for their under 23. I'm just saying that Nigeria had a better chance of capping these players at a very early age if they are interested. You bring the culture. But when these boys are now very old, it's very hard for you to get them. With due respect to the players we have now, if they ask you to start one, bench one, and sell one with due respect to him, between Samuel Chukwueze, Bukayo Saka, and Michael Oliseh, which player will you choose? I'm just saying, with due respect to all of them have performed very well in their career, with due respect to all of them, who are you going to like? Guys, like the video. Let me stop. Guys, like the video. Like the video. Like the video. I'm going to pause now. You guys are not liking the video. You're just listening to me. Somebody say I will dispose you crazy. Like the video, guys. Like the video. It's just a live, I'm just giving you extra. Like the video. If you want me to take your comments too, okay. Okay, please hit the like button, guys. Please. Okay, thank you. That's a member of the channel. Tolex Nelson is member. So you can see clearly here. I'm just telling you that sometimes Chukwueze was playing for Villarreal, then everything was, it was ahead of them. But we can see the potential in him. There's nothing that is stopping Nigeria from having different options to play. I understand. But I'm just saying that Nigeria should not be struggling to qualify for the World Cup. We should be aiming. Imagine having, decent comment from Oliseh, but he's still not calling out the NFF. So that is from Nigeria Football Weekly. As Olioke. And the bodies that needs to change are saying what the reforms needs to be. Yeah, I'm coming to the NFF thing. So I'm just saying that Nigeria, we don't need to be competing to qualify. It's to be aiming to go and win the World Cup. And I'm saying this thing now. The next World Cup in Morocco, Spain, and Portugal, Nigeria should be aiming to go to the semi-finals, not to qualify alone, to go to the semi-final and go and that is what our aim should be. You have to start the plan now. I'd rather wait till Nigeria play in the semi-final of the World Cup. That's one of my dreams. So I just think that we need to be more, we need to be more serious on
all these things, because at the end of the day, you know, we need. There's nothing stopping us from having pool of talent to select from. You can select the best players. It's nothing. You have those things in your corridor, and I don't know. I don't know. I see. Let me see. When I'm saying when Uganda Saka was very young, very young, because Saka wanted to play for Nigeria. When he was see, because Saka wanted to play for Super Eagles when he has played for England and the other 20. See, how about this? This guy wanted, but how because Saka did not play for Nigeria is going to be a story for a different day. I told you about a parable. I told you about a story that one top NFF man went to the same box with a particular Super Eagles player's, a particular English player parent. They when they sat together, those people left. They left. They didn't even greet the NFF man. They do exactly what they passed through. I'm just saying that. See, there's nothing. I know that we want to promote local players. There's nothing stopping Nigeria from having pool of players to select from. There's nothing. There's nothing stopping us. See, there's something stopping us. There's nothing. So are you going to see? I'm just saying it. There's nothing. So those that are how many players on your screen here now are still relevant. It's relevant to play for them. How many of them here now? I'm just saying that we need to have pool of players, both home and abroad. We should not say that one player, because let me not go to Oliseh's matter. Oliseh's matter said that good. He suggested several things for us to do to qualify for the next World Cup, do well, win AFCON. But he mentioned that we should limit the foreign-born players we have because they don't have the soul or they stay. I disagree with that completely. Nobody can dictate where they will give birth to them. Nobody. Do you want to compare Kevin Bassey's commitment to somebody like Ishigoze Awaziem? Would you respect to him? Eh? Do you want to compare Ola Ina's commitment to Shehu Abdullahi? With due respect to him? We have to be able to know it. Time don't change. That's why I agree with him. Some of these people, time don't change. Time don't change. Everybody should be given a level playing field. Some people, they have the art to play, but they don't have the skills. Football don't change. Football don't change. So all those things, say they have the art and soul and everything. Football don't change. You know, who is better than Kevin Bassey in Nigerian defense in the last 10 years? Who is better? Both this day. Who is better than Kevin Bassey in the last 10 years? Super Eagles defense line. Who is better than Kevin Bassey? Let's be honest ourselves. Who is better? Is it not? Did they give that to him in Nigeria? Kevin Bassey, look at his performance against Morocco. I saw that game again. Raw power, determination. Who is better? So the idea of saying that we should limit them, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Nobody can dictate where they will give birth to him. It's a choice that Kevin Bassey cannot make. You cannot make. You don't determine who your parents will be. Don't determine your parents will be. Everybody should be given the level playing field. And I say it here, even our underage. Everybody should be given a level playing field. Nobody is more Nigerian than the other. Nobody is more Nigerian than the other. Some people just believe that this country belongs to only them alone. Only them alone. Nobody is more Nigerian than the other. Anybody, the moment you are a father, your mother, Nigerian, you have the chance to represent the country. I beg you. All those idea of not bringing them, all those idea of not bringing them. How many local based players can compete with this current play? If to say we don't have these foreign born players, we will not be going to the AFCON. Go and check, just to remove all the foreign born players from our team, and check how our lineup will be. Just check it. Just remove the foreign born. Who will be your right back? If there is no this thing there. So I just think that idea. See, Ibrahim Gusso, before he became the NFF president, when they saw him in as the NFF president, he said that under him So I don't know. I said it. People say I'm lying. Under him, he said that no foreign-born player will play for our underage system. He said under him. Now he crippled the underage system fully, permanently. He crippled the underage system because see, we are not producing at home. We are not producing. So the idea of say we want to remove the underage, the foreign born and focus on the local baby because they don't eat eba and they don't eat paki. You should come and play for Nigeria. Football don't pass those levels. I beg you. How many players did you produce in the last 10 years to even play for the national team? How many? How many? So thank you. See, privileged to know some of these people. The foreign-born players are even more disciplined in camp. When they win, they don't go out. They just play their normal game in their room. They don't go out. But the moment they give them break like this, and shout out to Eric Shell. When they had a meeting before in the past. I will say this thing here now. That if they win, everybody can actually go and do just go and enjoy yourself. Now we know some people who say they will jump up, they're already out. See, apart from what's it called? The foreign-born players, Victor Osimhen too, very disciplined player. He doesn't do the nonsense. Very disciplined player in camp. Very, very disciplined. Very disciplined. So for me, the idea of trying to cut the dual passport people, I think is really, really unfair. And I think that individuals should withdraw those statements. It's really, really unfair. So, thank you, Adamala, for that super chat. So I think so this is my final story, Seth. So this argument of like when the player is now playing for a top club is when you compete, is when you want to go and get the player. I don't think Nigeria will stand a chance. We don't stand a chance of competing with these big nations if the player is now a proper professional, proper play for a big club. It's hard. It's very, very difficult. The only player that would have played for Nigeria, like Bukayo Saka, playing for Arsenal, that was a big shock to play for Nigeria. But those people say they don't want. So, in my own opinion, I just think that anybody that is good enough and have the potential to be better in the future, try and involve them. I scanned eligible 23 players, both foreign born and locally born players, Nigerian born players. People say, oh, we have options we have options. We don't really have options that much, honestly. We don't really have options that much. Guys, for a player to play in the next Olympic Games, the player must be born around 2005. 2005. The players must be born 2005 to 2008. Guys, go and do your research. How many Nigeria eligible players can play for the Olympic teams? Nnadi is not eligible again. Akisemiro is not eligible again. The only player, even Onushi Ogelu, is not eligible again. They must be born between 2005 and 2008. So the only player eligible, I think, Benjamin Fred. I will talk about them on Friday. Benjamin Fredericks is still eligible to play. Who else again eligible to play? I know your Benjamin Fredericks is eligible to play. Even Fagolawa is not eligible to play. Fagolawa is not eligible. Okay, this boy is eligible to play. What's his name again? The boy that plays for or is it Reims in France? Afis is eligible to play. Who else again is eligible? All this Victor Rakpo eligible to play. They will not select them. Only few. Bamayi is still eligible to play. He's still eligible to play. In fact, majority of the players that played in the last under-20 World Cup, all of them actually were eligible to play, in the next Olympic Games. That's the reason why I was saying that we needed to. All those promised Melenga cannot play under 23. Hey, cannot play. Cannot play. See, if you see Morocco under 23, and you want to go and be bringing promised Melenga to go and be playing under 23, they will beat us silly. Beat us. In fact, black and blue. Boys playing for Lille, for Reims, for Lille, for Montpellier, for big clubs. Leverkusen, you want to go and be bringing Promise Melinga. Promise Melinga should be playing under 20. He could play under 20. This boy, they call Joanna, he just played few months. He just played few games. The boy should be under 20. Under 20. If you want to play under 23, they must be ready to play for Super Eagles. Because I look at the DR Congo list under 23, I look at the list of Cameroon, list of Ivory Coast, and you guys are mentioning Promise Melenga. Melenga what? Should we play under 20? Under 20. Even this boy called Joanna. Yes. I see James left. Nigeria Football Weekly. Okay. I see James is not eligible again. He's older. He was born in 2004. I see James not eligible again. Afis Aremu is still eligible. No, Afis Ibrahim is still eligible. Frederick still eligible. Mubarak Sulaiman still eligible. Sani Sulaiman still eligible. Joanna still eligible. Yes, but Isaac James is not. For me, if you want to bring left back, go and bring the Rangers left back, Megoma. He's a teammate of Emmanuel Fernandez. Go and bring him. So, in my opinion, if you want to make any headway, forget about go and be bringing these players from local league. None of them can compete. Except it's going to be another appointment. And bad thing is this to the NFF. Let's be honest ourselves. The NFF that is here now. In fact, I said it here and I will say it here. Anybody supporting Shea Odiko, Olopade, and Ibrahim Gusau's led board. Now, of course, I got the rain on them. Olopade, he went online to say that we are not appreciating Gusau enough. What? Gusau is probably the most NFF I have ever seen in the history of Nigeria. So incompetent. Yes, the eligible players is they must be born on 2005 to 2008. That's it. See, this is under 16 of South Africa preparing for the next under 17. We don't even have a coach, and no single soul with access in Nigeria is telling these people the truth. That the reason why we don't even have enough homegrown talent in Super Eagles is because our age grade is dead. It's because it's dead. See, forget under 20. Now, old men with the use play under 20. Old men. One player, he got a big move in this last window. He played under 20 few years back. That particular player, not few years back, about 2 or 3 years back. He finished secondary school about was he 10 or 12 years ago? If you finish 10 or 12 years ago, under 20, and you are still 18 years now. You finish secondary school and you are 18 years now. I think you're 6. I think you're 6. See, the under 17 now be our best bet. Forget 20. Make we just this ourselves. Because in under 17, they do age tests. Though they fail sometimes, so they do age tests. This under 20. Now for agents, now marketplace. This under 17, now that's the best to get what? To get talent. To get talent. And Ibrahim Gusso, you don't kill him. Nobody. I was so disappointed with Elegbete. You had access. You are very knowledgeable. You have been in Nigerian football for so long. You have access to this man. No question. Why is it that there's no coach? We're going to play qualifiers now in 2-3 months' time. There's no player for grant. Some people have Gusso's personal number. You don't care. Under 20, we don't get coach. Under 23 qualifiers in September. We have not qualified for the Olympic Games since Brazil in 2016. This is now 10 years. And I've been at the Olympic Games last. Now we are going to Los Angeles for the Olympic Games. The last time America hosted the Olympic Games, we won the football event. Is that not motivation enough to want to build this team very well? But all they are doing is to be paying courtesy, useless visits. Courtesy visits to useless people. Nobody is talking. Nobody is saying anything. And suddenly, when the whole team spoil now, all of us will come and rant. Tell me, what did Ibrahim Gusso achieve? Hey, we won the WAFCON. WAFCON what? The girls suffered to win that WAFCON. They didn't check on them until the finals. Say, you could say, oh, it's part of the renewed hope agenda. Renewed what? Renewed useless hope. It's part of the agenda. That's the reason why we won. Won what? Those guys went to go and be getting things in different shops to survive. To survive. You say because you what? What? They were 2-0 up. Done halftime. Oh my God, I don't want to go into that one. 2-0 what? So my issue is that nobody cares. The Falcons now, they are not going to be active this window. Cape Verde, come. Togo, come. South Sudan, come. Let us play friendly game. FIFA is playing series in Ivory Coast, in Kenya. No plan. What is Aisha Fayode doing in the NFF? He's the head of the female committee. What's she doing? These guys will run Nigeria football ragged. And nobody is talking. Nobody is talking. I said I had the privilege to let me just say this comment quickly. Said bring Smith-Layi, who were able to pay the coach like the Lebanese guy. That is it now. I don't know why you guys part of them now. So okay, Las Vegas, okay, I will hold them responsible now. Look at it. I had a chance to speak on football before and I said it's that Guavon is not a good coach. But Nigeria media is a very coordinated media. That it's a I won't it's a Nigerian media is I don't want to say it's a gang. They attack who they want to attack. They keep who they want to keep. That is it. It's like a gang thing. So those that are not part of the gang are the ones doing something out of the norm. It's like a gang thing. There's some people that are very nice to you. You don't want to talk about them outside because you believe that you don't want to have access, things like that. No, it's like a guy. That's why I say that. Well, I can't even listen to them. I can't even listen because nonsense. You talk nonsense. So nobody is saying anything or saying that we don't like football in Nigeria. Oh, you just eye service. You don't like football. Said it. What did Eric Shea? I heard that Eric Shea submitted his technical report and what he wants. What is in that document? What's that document? How to improve? What's that document? Does it include that the times of our qualifiers should be moved to the evening time, the pitch to be in better condition? Does it include that? All those things are things that you have to bring together. Based on how things they now, we will not qualify for the next World Cup if things do not change. Do you think this team, I'm saying it now, and I'm saying it now, do you think this team with the NFF that is not ready for anything, if they ask them to go and beat DR Congo in Kinshasa, can they go there and beat DR Congo in Kinshasa the way Senegal did? Can this team with this NFF that is not organized go to DR Congo in Kinshasa and go and beat them there? Because I'm mentioning DR Congo because is one of the most difficult places to go to and go and win a football game. Senegal did that one with ease. It's planning. So if you let's just try and bring people up so that I won't just do a monologue quickly. So I just want to bring people on. If you want to join, just to have 2 minutes before I have a meeting at 4 o'clock. So if you want to join, let me just if you want to join, because it's just they are awarding Shehu Diko award for what? What did he do? We didn't win any medal in the last Olympic Games. The way things are going now, we're not going to win any medal in the next Olympic Games. They've done nothing. All they have been doing is to be collecting an award. All they have been doing is to be collecting an award for nothing. For nothing. To be collecting an award from Lagos to Abuja for nothing. There's no thing to show for it. So we collecting awards, we doing these things. There's nothing to show. What did he want to say? He promised what's it called? He promised that the Abuja pitch will be ready by September last year. I saw the picture yesterday. They were doing crusade on the pitch, on the turf. They put the people, one church put plastic chair on it. They were doing crusade there. Plastics on the pitch, national assets. They were doing crusade there. So I have Ombu, my very good friend, just want to pop in. We don't even have enough time to talk about that. Anytime I see Ombu is always coming with fire. But Ombu Henry.
Yes, so Smith, it has been a while. Good morning here. Yeah. Okay, let me start from. I would go and listen to Oliseh's podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the home base. Those born abroad needs to be limited. I agree with him, but under some conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think so deeply. If I want to use that as a topic, no limit those born abroad from super egos.
Mm-hmm.
I will agree with him, but there are some conditions that I have to learn if I want to limit them.
Mm-hmm.
The condition is, if I tell you limit these people, what are the things that you are putting in place to make the people home abroad to be like those outside?
Mm-hmm.
That's number one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then, are they willing to restructure the NFF?
Mm-hmm.
Are they willing to put structures in place that we don't have? In fact, NFF doesn't have the right to go and start begging players abroad to come and play. They will be
Uh-huh.
the one coming.
Uh-huh.
It's a shame for me to go and start begging players from abroad,
It's
born
unwary.
abroad.
The word beg, I don't think it's appropriate to use the word beg. Nobody begs a particular player to come and represent their country.
Yes.
It's just that, see, there's nothing wrong in I reach out to you.
I will tell you the reason.
You
Yeah.
know, I'm coming. I say, I
Mhm,
reach out to you. We are
mhm,
monitoring you in
mhm,
case we need you. See, did they beg Okonkwo? They didn't
mhm.
beg him. Just
Now,
reach out to him.
okay, now look at the point. They don't even need to reach out to him. Hold on, Smith. Understand
Mm-hmm.
my point. You will get the point what I'm making. If their house is in order,
Mm-hmm.
Otto Okonkwo will be the one to come.
Mm-hmm.
He will even beg them, please, I want to play.
Mm-hmm.
Because those people don't know what is going on in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
They do tell them, look at how Super Eagles is. Look at how everything is.
Mm-hmm.
If not because of the parents of Lukman,
Mm-hmm.
Lukman would have patience. I'm telling you, after that Europa, I'm telling you, Lukman would have been in England,
Mm-hmm.
if not because of his parents.
Mm-hmm.
The people born abroad, they know how to have patience. They have that process.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the problem is the people handling our football, the NFF,
Mm-hmm.
what are they doing? What are they doing? These boys supposed to be in under 17, under 20, under 23. What are
Mm-hmm.
the structures?
Mm-hmm.
That is where the problem is. If you can limit them, no problem. But your house will give us experts that
Mm-hmm.
can help.
Mm-hmm.
People will not understand me, but they have to think.
Mm-hmm.
Bring the experts that can help to make the Super Eagles, Flying Eagles, Golden Eagles to be what? Entertaining. Everybody will say, I want to belong. An organization that you are begging people to come and join shows that there is nothing inside that organization.
So I'm worried.
Yes.
The
Mhm.
word beg, I understand. See, let me give you an example.
Yeah, you don't even need to reach
No,
out.
no, no, I'm talking. See, no, see,
Mhm,
I'm worried.
mhm,
Can I come to your house without calling you?
mhm.
Eh?
Yeah, go
Can I
ahead.
come to your house without calling you?
Um, no, you can't come to my house without calling
Oh,
me.
hold on a sec. If I want
Mhm,
to come to your house,
mhm,
it's either I call you or
mhm,
you call me that you're at home. Is it not?
mhm. But
I'm
yeah,
coming, I'm
okay,
coming, I'm
yeah,
coming.
yes, you have to come
See,
to me. You have
you
to
have to come to
seek
me.
permission.
See, no
Yes.
matter how it is,
Mhm.
I don't think the begging is the appropriate way to method to
To
use
reach out
to
to
reach out.
somebody.
So just say, oh, you say, okay, you know what? This Kanoshiko Emeka that played
Mhm,
for Austria,
mhm,
the Austrian coach say, you know what? We are monitoring you and we want to
mhm,
invite you. See, you don't send invitation to a player
mhm,
without calling the player.
mhm,
How is this thing? Okay, we want to invite you. That is it. You don't
mhm,
invite people you don't have personal relationship with to
mhm,
your party. I'm just trying
mhm,
to say it. See, let me tell you
mhm,
something. Eric Sher, maybe he's the one doing it now. Before he leaves any player out, he normally tell the player the reason why he's no longer he won't invite the player for this game. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So what I'm saying basically is that there must be one contact or the other before a player actually would say, okay, you know what, I'm representing this country. So I'm not saying, for example, now, we want them to be reaching out to the NFF, reaching out to the NFF, reaching out to the NFF. If a
mhm.
player is reaching out to the NFF, his player is not even sure of his quality. I know different people that have reached out to the NFF now. NFF is not
And
responding to them.
now you now understand my point right now. You see where I said they have to reach out. Now the problem is let them put their house in order.
Mm-hmm.
You see, you have hit that point I'm just looking at. Now,
Mm-hmm.
it is not them the problem.
Mm-hmm.
It is the NFF.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to reach out to them. Let them
Mm-hmm.
reach out to you. Now, when
Mm-hmm.
they reach out to you, what is the outcome? They block it. You
Mm-hmm.
remember the question you asked? You said that there is a player from Liverpool that Eric Chiu said to the coach that is in exile in Egypt right
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
Take this player.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? It's a recommendation. You
Mm-hmm.
see, right? A senior coach recommended to this coach, take this player. They block it. Now, that is where I will now said to Oliseh, okay, I agree with what you said, but there will be a condition. What are the NFF doing to make super egos, to make all the our under 17, under 20 okay for these people to see and love? Now, for example, if Davido make a show in London, Burna Boy make a show in London, are they going to they bring it as a public? What will happen? You see Nigerians coming because of how the organization have been, how they make it organized. But the NFF is not making things organized. You see my point? If they say that Davido is coming to London, all these elite guys, everybody they want to go and what join, they want to go and participate. But why is it coming over to football? It's no longer participating anymore. It's no longer interested. We are the one begging, please come on. Because they are not making things work. That is this one. What's his name? If you the general director for the I don't know his name, that came and begins to support Guso.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I put it on my story. I put it on my post.
Mm-hmm.
If I see him, if that man is from your tribe, talk to him. Tell him to stop.
It's not about tribe now, where
No, no, no. I am
it's
so
about
angry. Yeah. Do you
his
know why? Do you know
mentality.
why? Do you know why I said this? Do you know why I
Mm-hmm.
said this? Right? I
Mm-hmm.
said it because I am so pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
I am so pissed off. And look at what he said. I don't care what people will say.
Mm-hmm.
That word, I do not care. It's an insult.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, he doesn't care whatever everybody say. And if I see him, I tell you, Oga, this thing you say is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You have to represent where you are coming from. You have to represent
No,
Nigeria.
it represents Nigeria, not Yoruba's place. Uh-huh. Continue
Yes,
on word.
yeah. Let
So
him be
call
very,
so
very
right,
careful.
your internet is not good Collins. Your internet is not good Collins.
Sorry,
So
can you hear
no,
me?
not you
Okay,
word, it's
okay.
Collins.
Yeah.
Collins,
So,
your
so
internet is not
what?
good. I'm trying to bring you
Yeah.
up.
So what he said, I was so pissed off. I was so pissed off. Begin
Mm-hmm.
to support nonsense, and the
Mm-hmm.
Mumu self went and they posted on his
Mm-hmm.
posted on Instagram. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, the NFF needs to show these boys that want to come and represent us that we are good.
Mm-hmm.
That if you come, it will be very, very. In fact, you will benefit from us
Yeah,
more.
from lost. Okay.
Because I can't see the reason. Because yesterday night I was thinking, say, oh, so if Lukman and Osime in all their career they didn't go to World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
That would be in the history of Africa that the two best African players did not smell.
No, no, no. George Weah did not go to the World Cup.
And forget how but he won Ballon d'Or.
Yes.
Yeah, that
So
is okay.
okay. Wait, just hold on a second. You're looking for Dr. Ndokwe. I'm just gonna
Mhm.
come back to you. Ndokwe, quickly thought. So I can bring seeds so we
Good
can have
evening,
it up.
sir. Good
Yeah, good
afternoon.
evening, my brother.
Good afternoon.
Mhm.
Good afternoon.
First of all,
Afternoon.
it's wrong. When I was playing football, they were good league. That time, we were good league that time. The league very bad now. And Morocco, that country, like from that time. One check Morocco score now. Most of them are born after Morocco. So that's the football going now. But our league very bad. Or something is very not coach. Nobody's thinking
Mm-hmm. Can you hear him? Oh,
Can you now? Can you hear me?
yeah.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Nigeria league very bad right now. League is very poor. Going up in the 90s, that is better league now. But now our league very poor. Look at what they do. International league and come now they do the national competition. They don't play when they so because of that, our player in Nigeria can't play, they can't compete. If they club Nigeria can beat 5-1, what do you have to do if that contribute? So for me, it's very wrong what he said. League is bad. Let's speak the league first and the football federation. But without that, let's go for it. What is best for me? Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, Temitope. Always very sharp. So, I agree with, Omweri. Let me just say something before. I'm going to bring Sid on very quickly. Then wrap it up. Omweri, what I just know is this. Omweri, there is no, nobody is more Nigerian than the other.
Than the other, yes.
Yes. And can you see any trait of foreign born in Kevin Bassey? The way he plays in Nigeria. You cannot see it. The strength, the technique. Do you want to compare Kambasi with Awaziem? I'm just, with due respect to him, or Igbo. Do you? I'm just saying it that nobody is more Nigerian than the other. Rafael Onyedika is not a foreign born player.
You are right, Smith. I agree with you.
Somebody face a foreign born player.
No, see, I agree with you, Smith.
See, what is important is good players.
Yeah, Smith, look at this. I agree with you. I'm even trying, I'm supporting. That's why I said, if you understand my point, right? I am supporting what you said. Now, look at this. If Nigeria do their work, if the NFF do their work, we don't need to reach out to those boys. Now, let me tell you the reason. I'm telling you the truth. They will, in fact, they will come. They will come. You don't need to come this place, come and play for us, come and play for us. They will come. How will they come? The only thing you need to do, make the institution okay. Embrace everybody that come and said they want to play. Welcome them. Put batch A, batch B, batch B. Have something, a plan. When they come, don't work them out. You see my point. Set a structure. Now, how will you reach out to people? Make a public announcement. You have a platform. You are welcome. Born abroad, come and play to your home motherland. You don't need to go to their door. Tell them you are welcome. Please, we need you. Are you getting me? Now, when you tell me you need me, please come. What will I say? I'm in abroad. Okay. These people that tell me, okay, let me look at what they are doing.
Okay.
Now, for example, if Saka was a Senegal, do you think that he would play in England? Hell no. If a better is from Senegal, do you think he would play for England? Hell no.
But Saka, they reached out. So
no, they reached out to him. They reached out.
No. They reached out. His parties reached out initially.
Yes, when they reached out to him, how was the outcome?
No,
how did they reach out?
No, you don't get me. His parties reached out to Nigeria.
Okay. Now, God bless you for what you said. His parties reached out to Nigeria. What was the outcome? The problem is not those boys. The problem is the people who are handling our football. You see, right?
Yes. I hear your point, and the way you are trying to articulate yourself on that area. But let me hear from Sid first. Go take it on. Sid, nice to always hear from you.
Greetings to Humble Henry. I think what I want to say is that first of all, Nigeria must get its acts right. All right, football has evolved. All right, I don't also believe in home base or Nigerian born. Look, they are all Nigerians in their own right, and they have right to play for their motherland or their fatherland. They have right to play for it. whether they're dual citizenship or all that. So I don't like this thing because this is what creates division in teams.
Yes.
And that's why we must understand that the way Nigeria has gone, because of the diaspora, we will have different players from two worlds, and we have to find a way to synergize it. But supporting what Humble Harry say, first of all, the NFF must get your house right. You must get your house right. And getting your house right is, what is the plan for the under 17? Because the under 17 is the home based. That's the fulcrum of the Osimhen and Chukwueze we are talking today. They came from an under 17. Iheanacho, under 17. So we must get the underage games correct. Under 17, under 20. Now, when we get to the under 20, like I said, they don't have a plan. In the under 20, we also know that we have foreign-born players that are under 20 in most clubs overseas.
Yes.
This is where to integrate them into the Nigerian setup. Now, these boys, they interact with different people and say, how is it? What's going on? For instance, Michael Oliseh, who is now playing for France. That boy would have played for Nigeria.
God bless you. God bless you. What are the structure? That is where the problem is.
But there was no structure. Now, when there is a good structure, you will see that when the boys come in, like now the goalkeeper that has transformed, he can enter. They are also facing problems, we should know. There are a lot of Nigerian-born players who know that it is difficult to even enter the English national team. It's difficult to, except you are on that high, exceptional level before you can enter the French national team or you can enter the English national team. So there are many players that know that the Nigerian option is there, but we should also make sure that our home is so solid that we are not just picking anybody.
Yeah.
We are also picking quality,
the best
space.
Yes.
So for me, a Nigerian player, whether you're playing for Enyimba or you're playing for Manchester United, you must be quality. But first, let's get our structures right. Because we are not getting our structures right, so we are doing a quick fix. And that quick fix is, what boys can we quickly turn over to come over here?
Exactly.
But I think now what is happening is that Eric Chell is trying to sift through the thing because he has looked at the home-based players. I can't get anything there that is ready-made to come in. So let me look for people that their football education is much, much better. Because one thing is our football education, that if I tell you where to play and how to play, you can quickly read the play and know what to do. So that's what Eric Chell will try and condition for us, use these friendlies to work around. So I don't want to support these Oliseh's and all these guys' agenda of Nigerian born, non-Nigerian born.
But sorry, I want to ask you a question because I know that time is already fast spent. I don't always answer to. You mentioned that some of these guys, they know that it's difficult to enter the French team. When Michael Oliseh was in Reading, I watched him play in Reading. He wasn't even part of the first team then. He was playing with this guy. This guy was there too. The boy plays for Ejiara. Is it Ejiara?
Went to Liverpool.
In Liverpool, yeah. The boy was playing. They was playing together there. But clearly, at that moment, it wasn't first team, but we can see what he can do. But because at that time, France cannot call him because
of where he's playing.
Thank you. He cannot even play for France under 20 then.
Exactly.
Then there was the Nigerian option, and this boy normally even say to his friend that it's like I can play for Nigeria.
Yes.
Look at that when the boy is now playing for Bayern Munich, I watched the boy play against Real Madrid. And I realized that he's probably one of the top 2 or 3 wingers in the world now.
Yes.
They dismantled Real Madrid. Before he could get to that level, they said he wasn't good enough to play for Nigeria.
So that is where.
That is. So what?
Answer that question.
How will we now?
The question is, in a proper country, there should be a department that is scouting. Their job is to scout young players, whether wherever they are, whether abroad or overseas. You scout your players. Then you have a retinue of, we have these players, the 17-year-old, 20-year-old that are born overseas, and we are monitoring them. Now, if you have a coach that has a long-term program, the under 17, under 20, and the senior coach, you'll be able to say, okay, this player, we can track him. When we get to under 20, if we qualify for the World Cup, we can bring him to play the under 20 because he may not be in a first team game in his club side. And this will be an opportunity to showcase him. If you start showing a player so we don't have a technical scouting department that really truly does a job of scouting young players like club side. Now, national teams now, if you look at national teams globally, and that's what affected us in this World Cup qualifiers, national teams globally, even Senegal, Morocco, if you look at their teams behind the coach, you almost have like 10, 20 people behind a national team coach because they are scouting, they are checking teams, they are updating the coach on what to do. So national teams are now operating as if they are club sides. But Nigeria is operating national team like in the 90s. And when you do that, you cannot match the Senegalese. They also have players globally. Morocco have dual national players globally. In France and all that, they're on the streets of France. You have Moroccan players, Tunisian players, Senegalese players, even Congo DR. And they have been able to say, okay, what Nigeria can do, we can do. We can bring our players, but if we have a good system, those players can integrate. Now, these players are coming, they need a good system, they need a proper gym, they need good rehabilitation, good recovery sessions. Look at when we do our recovery session, we bring big drum and put ice block and drop the players. Now, we are talking of world-class players. They will weigh their option. What is the insurance of injury? Oliseh knows that if I get injured, the French national team we support me. So until these things are done, we will not get the cream de la cream that are showing themselves now in Europe to play for us, because they know that we don't have it. We don't have it, and that's the truth. That's the painful truth. And I think we need to start putting pressure on NFF and actually the institution, because the way the NFF institution is you and me, no matter how we shout now, we cannot change the way they vote, because their system is so skewed that an outsider cannot be voted. So Nigerians have not understood that system. We need to break it. We need to break that system so that professionals can come in and actually settle Nigerian football, because Nigerian football is one of the greatest exports apart from our music. If our music can export things, Nigerian football, I mean, everybody is now putting some energy in Senegalese football. And let me tell you, the Senegalese are not going to stop. The Moroccans are not going to stop until they dominate African football.
You see it. I saw Eritrea playing against Eswatini. They went to go and bring players from Denmark, from Sweden. Yes. They beat Eswatini.
Everybody's one.
Yes, they beat Eswatini.
Let me tell you something that is happening. Our female team is experiencing that season very soon. Now, our female team has always been very strong female backup from the league. Then a little sprinkler, girls started going overseas. But now we are having that situation where we have foreign-based Nigerian girls playing overseas. Just imagine, just think of our basketball female team. Have you seen our basketball female?
Yeah.
They are
Yes.
all overseas. They
All
are not in
overseas, yes.
Nigeria.
Yes.
And their training, their everything is different standard. Then tomorrow, somebody say, "Oh, why are you not integrating the girls playing basketball in Nigeria?" How? It is two levels.
And to be now, yeah.
So just before you
Continue.
come, sorry. So if you see our female team is going to experience that because the young girls coming up in Europe with dual nationalities that are Nigerians and playing well. We need to also have that scouting team. I'm telling you, if we have it in place, they will also be scouting for the female team and helping the coach and saying, "There's this under 17 girl, there's this under 20 girl. Let's co-op them before Spain takes them. Let's co-op them before France takes them. Let's co-op them before the UK takes them." There are some Nigerian girls now playing in the UK league, the women's league, and we are not thinking. It's when it happens without start being angry, or we start creating a dichotomy, So we need more. We need the NFF to get it right, and if they don't get it right, we will just be managing what's happening. It's just hit and miss.
So what you want to say, because I'm already out of time.
Yes.
Because anytime he talks like this, in the comment section they always hail you. So, and I want to say something. You mentioned the under 17. I know of a player that wanted to come and play under 17. The boy plays for Liverpool as a midfielder. He wanted to come and play under 17 for Nigeria. But the boy is now training with the first team of Liverpool. You will hear his name very soon. Because when you are 16 years old, you are not really, you are not really a grown man. You have to travel with somebody. You have to get all this. To even get to say, he said the boy should come for trial. You cannot do a proper invitation. The boy is already on a scholarship contract. He said you cannot do a proper invitation to invite the boy and things like that. What is your opinion about foreign born that likes Nigeria from the start? That said they want to come and try it out under 17. Do you think
they must be integrated? They must be given 100% chance, because we have lost people like
level playing field with the home base too.
Yeah, we have lost people like Eberechi Eze. Now, when we bring them in, we are saying we give you opportunity here. You see, you need to use the best strength you have. The foreign countries, the best countries, they have a system. All right, they are already scouting and they have a large pool. All right, so they can sit down and say, "Look, do your best. When you get to 21, 22, if you are a top guy, you will know." All right, they have the luxury. We don't have the luxury. So our bargaining chip is to get them early in. Now, if he does it under 17, does it under 21, mix it with the home base. We should not forget our home base. That's why I said the under 17 and under 21, the bulk of it will be home based players, because they can always play. But now you must also open channels where you bring in the foreign base that are eager to play for their fatherland. Then when you merge it together, they start having opportunities, because they can still change even at under 17. They can still make transfers to another country. But when they see that, oh, I was given opportunity, these things register with them easier.
Yeah.
The other thing that those boys are afraid of overseas is that if you make an early commitment to an African country, unfortunately, there's how the system will skew you overseas. So these boys, they usually don't want to make early commitments like that. They will keep shading it to see whether the options are clear. But if a player is really hungry to play for, like Eberechi was hungry to play for Nigeria. That was the truth. But we failed him because we are not ready to receive them. Our mindset is not ready. The mindset of the NFF is not ready. So you need to be ready. Your departments need to absorb them. So we have till 2030 now to plan for the World Cup. To rejig our team, ensure that we have a proper scouting team, ensure that we have a place where the players come in, they understand things. All this shenanigans should stop. We should improve the professionalism, because when players come and see it's not professional, these players are not born here. They will move, except if they know that they believe in themselves, have options, they will move, and they will just keep waiting till they are 21, 22. And if they shine for a big club, the truth is that immediately that player you're talking of, if he's shining in Liverpool, it becomes difficult for you to tell him to come to Nigeria.
Yeah.
because the big guys are scouting too. They want the best. They want the best. Brazil, England, all of them, France. They pick the best. They don't care. Oliseh had 3 options to play for France, Nigeria, Algeria. So he took the best option.
And
that can give him a World Cup.
Yes, because and looking at this, I just hope that they are listening to you, because sometimes I'm always telling them to cut your this thing out so that you can focus on your areas that you exploited. Because don't worry.
Yes.
Before we're wrapping it up now, I'm going to come to you quickly. Collins, I can see the camera is flickering. It's not really okay. Collins in the background. I don't know what's happening this afternoon. But don't worry. A coach, a young coach before, John Obu, he went for these Toulon tournaments, in 2013 or so. He had 2 players. He wanted to pick a player. He had Wilfred Ndidi and he had Semi Ajayi. Ndidi was playing for Nat Boys in Lagos. Semi Ajayi was playing for Arsenal in England. So you had to choose between the Arsenal boy and the Nat boy from Lagos. He chose the Nat boy. And he said something then that it's because this Nat boy didn't have the opportunity. That if he can have the same opportunity, the same way that the boy from Arsenal too got that opportunity, that the Nat boy will be better. So they are now in the Super Eagles together. And it is no longer a defender; he's now a midfielder. Semi Ajayi is a defender, and he has also performed well for Nigeria. AFCON final in 2024, and also 3rd place finish, one of the best defenders in Nigeria too. So one point I want to ask this question. John Obu saw the potential very early in Wilfred Ndidi. So many players got potential in Nigeria. What do you think the NFF can actually do? Because let me tell you something. Sid said something about structure, and I will say it here. I'm not a negative person. I don't think this NFF can have a structure. I don't think they can. They don't have the capability to do that. I think they need consultants to come and help them with ideas to do it. They cannot do it themselves. I don't think so. Do you think that the best bet on the home front is to get the proper under-17 team and export them?
Now, the problem
the way they left to Genk very early, the way Osimhen left to Wolfsburg very early, Chukwueze to Villarreal very early, that don't just trap them to the league, just export them quickly for them to develop.
How old we are there?
The
question you will ask yourself is how old we are there when they left. Did they reduce their age? Hold on. Distance matters, right? Did they reduce their age? If they reduce their age, now what they're supposed to be doing, they were above. Did they reduce Osimhen's age? Did they reduce Chukwueze's age? Did they reduce Ndidi's age? Now, if they do it, their performance now, you see it, that is a problem.
What
you get my point? There is a problem. If they do not reduce their age, now the world is open right now. Africa is open now. Allow them, let them live their age the same way they are.
See what I want
see
to
my
say.
point? Now, when he saw
let me just finish land on that. Sorry, see.
Okay.
Continue. Land.
Now, another thing, when he saw the potential of Ndidi and he saw Semi Ajayi, assuming that Ndidi was born in England,
Mm-hmm.
Ndidi will be more better than Semi Ajayi. Now, you know the reason why I'm so angry about Rabiosu.
Alebiosu.
Arabia, do you know why I'm very angry with him?
Mm-hmm.
He is the only player that have better opportunity to play in one of the best academy
Mm-hmm.
in England,
Uh-huh.
Arsenal.
Uh-huh. So many players played national before and didn't make it.
He did not make use of it.
No,
Now, my question will be, I am coming. I'm coming. Now, assuming that Kayode have that opportunity that Rabiosu have, I'm telling you that.
Look at the logic of this, our pastor. Okay, I'm listening to you.
You see my point, right?
See what I
Assuming
want to
that
say.
he has that opportunity. You see, right? So the only thing is this, right? I don't want to bring it on, but he saw that potential, right? Semi Ajayi is a good person. The problem that Semi Ajayi was having in Super Eagles was they did not have coaches like Pacero and what's his name? This one, Coach Eric Chow. Assuming they have that kind of coaches then, right? He's very intelligent. Semi Ajayi is very intelligent. If they push him harder, he will explode.
What I want to say is this. Let me say something.
Yeah.
You asked the question, get your under 17, export them. I want to ask you, all the under 17 teams we have had, all right, that have been exported, how many of them, when we talk of Osimhen's set, we only talk of Osimhen and Chukwueze. What of the rest?
And the Awoniyi.
Let's move back. Let's move back. The Iheanacho group. It was Iheanacho
and Awoniyi
and Awoniyi and maybe
Isaac Success.
Isaac Success who faded out.
It was not in that under 17.
He did not make the final.
He didn't make it. He didn't make the final.
He didn't make the final call.
Yes. So what I'm trying to say is that approach of 17, sell them out, does not guarantee you. It's like a scattergun approach, all right, to raising your football team. I feel that you raise your boys, the ones that have opportunity to travel after under 17, they can travel. But I prefer they travel at under 20 because they're a bit more mature to deal with Europe. If you see now, most of our players have been sold to the backwaters of Europe, and we are not gaining anything. We are not gaining anything. That's the truth.
See, let me ask you this question. See, under 17 is a schoolboy. And I was trying to check the new FIFA documents about development of players. You said that from age 15 to 17 now, there's certain things that you have to learn as a player. You must tell these boys how to win. You must let them know that winning is also very important. And I saw under 17 World Cup they played last time around. I saw some of these Eastern European teams, they're trying to implement those policies about winning. And before you know it now, you will see that you see Bosnia going to the World Cup, you see Bosnia qualifying, Serbia, you see them qualifying. So
it comes back to that thing I'm talking about. If we have an NFF, when you get your under 17, there are many things you talk to them about. You start building them on nutrition, you start building them on understanding Europe, you start building them on there are many things to build understanding Europe. You build those players in their mindset so that the Senegalese have about 2-3 academies now in Senegal that are funneling to France, all right, so that they get a right education, and before you know it comes back into the national team. So you need to have a plan for the under 17, not just the World Cup plan, but their growth plan, and say, look, we want to find the best players. These are the things to look out for. These are the things to look at.
You mentioned, I don't even see this. I'm hearing this very well.
Who is these people have the high potential. That's what England does. That's what Italy does. That's what everybody does to push. Now, the Italians, have their problem. They are having the same similar problems as us. They need to find real talent, and most of their talent are people with dual citizenship. You see, so the Italians are struggling too. But
Argentine, Italians, and so on.
we need to really start thinking super fast. If not, in Africa now, I can tell you in Africa, what is sustaining Nigeria is that we are a large population.
Country.
All right. So the likelihood of us, like Brazil, having talent is massive. And so somehow we can cut and join it and find a way so that we are third in Africa. Currently, we are third in Africa. All right, because of our talent pool. But in terms of structure and stuff, we cannot outwit the two on top of us. Because those two, they have structure. Morocco and Senegal have structure. So to outwit them, if we get structure right, they can beat us because we have talent pool. But we have not got the structure right. So we'll even in the Next Nations Cup, I'm telling you, the likelihood of us winning it is the chance is limited.
Yeah, let me go. I just because I see everyone say I want to wrap it up quickly, but because you just joined, I want to just have your thought. Sid mentioned a very important point here that he mentioned Senegal. They don't really have this big structure, but they have this flow. I would say it's a flow where they develop players from under 17. The players they are in this academy called Generation Foot Academy. There are two of them. There are two of them. Generation Foot Academy and World Academy too. This academy they are linked to Metz in France. So the players, in fact, the players will go from here. They even go on holidays. Sometimes in Metz in France, go like a training program. When they are under 16 or 17, they are not eligible to sign for your bank club. So they go, they play, they come back, they do all these things. There's flow between the two clubs. But in Nigeria too, we also have Beyond Limits, and we have FCA BAD. You guys, FCA BAD very well. And we also have Mavon. For me, Mavon is not academy; it's a marketplace. Just put it that way because their structure is so wrong. I also Beyond Limit too, and Sporting Lagos. They have one club in Denmark. Is it? I forgot the club's name in Denmark that they work with. But let's go to FCA BAD. FCA BAD works with Midland in Belgium. But after America, nothing is coming out of that again. Do you think that thing that Senegal is doing can work for us in Nigeria?
Thank you very much for having me. How you doing, Boy? How you doing, Sid? Let me just start by saying this. I was speaking with one Senegalese. He said Gen Food and the other one, that the Senegalese government is involved in those.
Okay. That makes more sense.
Involved in the sense that not that they are putting their eye, but they are just monitoring the development of those players. So that you agree with me, there's no player that is leaving Brazil that the Brazilian FA does not know about. You have to get involved.
But it used to be like Nigeria too now.
Nigeria. But now it is something else. When Sid was talking about Sid, it means on the World Cup, everybody from the FA chairman, from the board, everybody, they resigned. But in your own country, my own country, if that is the case, Smith, that thing can work for us. It can. Remember, Ebede has worked with many European clubs. Remember when he was working with Reggiana?
Reggiana in Italy, yes.
That gave us Martins.
Martins, yes.
He was working down. But now, Smith, everybody is now doing this thing. And they're all going blue. Now, because look at what you said, in Senegal, they have two channels. Now, if we have two channels, if Mavlon, what's all of them, can go through either a BAD or Beyond Limit, maybe we might get it right. But now everybody, just like he said, now we are not taking players to Luxembourg. This one to measure all those things, Slovenia, things like that. And this is the players we want to come and play for Nigeria. Why I came on is that I think our people are myopic. I don't know where Sid is, but no probably 4 of us were all living abroad. Now,
Yes.
what connects the children we are giving back here? When you are now decide to locate back to Nigeria, these children are growing up here. This is where they know. You just say, come back, I'll be coming back home. Oh, maybe they don't have anything to do. Now, have you ever seen Leon Balogun's father, apart from the picture? Have you seen Ekong's parents? Ekong, you and I know that a child born of a white woman will always claim the country of the mother. But these guys, if they have opportunity to play for Nigeria, look at what Ekong is doing in Akwa Ibom State. What is connecting him back to Akwa Ibom? Football. Why? Because he played for Nigeria. These people are so myopic. They don't know that if these guys have the opportunity to play for Nigeria, it will always connect them back to Nigeria. It has many advantages. It will connect them back to Nigeria. Now you don't want foreign bread, but you want their parents' money. You want me to be selling money tonight, to be giving money, but not my children, you know, size of my children. Smith, Oliseh is in the same shoes with Amokachi because Oliseh is the Nigerian legend, but his children are not playing football. You know what? There's this asset in my country that that instead of me not to eat, it's not a rat, not to eat something, you will rather scatter it. What these guys are saying that since my own children cannot play for Nigeria, nobody's children to play. That is my interpretation of what they are saying. That is my own interpretation of what they are saying.
Yeah.
Everybody, like Smith, you always say something. As a child, you cannot choose where to be born.
Yes.
You can be born in the moon. The fact is that you have connection to that country.
Yes.
Now, what you want these people to be sending money, to be doing this, but now you don't want them to come and play for Nigeria. Like I said, anybody that has that Nigerian blood, either born Nigeria, born anywhere, born in the moon, should be given the chance to represent the country. If the all 18 players could be born abroad, let them be. That means we should do our own work well. And you said something, see, we keep having this problem of age. We keep having this problem of age. Smith, like now, Ombweli always says something, Ombweli always says something, but don't look at it. He said, imagine if this guy, Emmanuel Fernandez, was born in Nigeria, he will be playing under 16.
No, he will not even. They will not. By now, they would have messed him up.
Semi Ajayi, we are saying he's 31. Look at the age Leo Balogun is still playing. Now, because if we can use the right age of these guys, if they start well, they are going to serve for us long. Smith, these guys served us for many years. Michael John Obi.
Yes.
He served us for many years. If at that time he left 2013, Mikel was still playing well. You and I know that Undidi was almost out of football. Not until God used this coach, Erichel, to launch him back.
Yes.
So, as I said, please, we should. It look like that guy in PSG that played for Senegal.
Yeah,
Mbaye. In that, if it was Nigeria, he would not have been playing.
The boy will be playing high school.
Now, many players of Moroccan descent, they are all lining up to come and play for Morocco.
Yeah.
Let us play for Congo. Let us play for Senegal. Why? Because the structure is there. The only structure we have is political structure in Nigeria. We don't have any structure.
So I know too. Sorry, please hold on there. I want to talk about structure because this is why I want to wrap it up because I spent 30 minutes extra. Because so see, talking about structure, Sid mentioned something about we need to have structure, and I don't know how we want to be the structure, but I want to give a scenario here. So I wanted to answer. I'll not mention a name, one name. There's a particular player in Sufacos that wasn't born in Nigeria. So the first camp that he went to the Falcons, he wrote something down. When you go to on the on the camp, you have to give them the receipt of everything when you buy. So this lady wrote everything down. Okay, I bought a coffee, things like that. So immediately, this is how they do things. If you have been sponsored before, you submit what you spend, then they reimburse you back. So then he gave them, the NFL thing that the one of this one is too much, Jerry. Why can't you just let go? I know that she's probably richer than that, but she's used to that system. The people we have in the NFL, they are not used to that system. They are not used to it. So how can they build a system that they're not used to? You want to build a national team based with foreign and home-based players. Like in our culture, when you go and get someone in the house, hey, take money for transport. But these boys will not give you money.
Never.
You want to come and cover them as journalists? Hey, take money, thank you. They will not give you money because they believe you are doing your job. They are also doing their job. So there's the issue of culture there. So how do you think the NFF can bridge this gap if they really want to have a very solid national team? A structure that can put together, that can be able to attend to both foreign born and home based. Because I can tell you something. Sometimes the coaches don't even hear these people well. You understand? Communication is also a problem.
Yeah. So the truth is this. Just a quick one. The truth is this: the way NFF is now, they can't do it. They can't do it. You can't give what you don't have because of the mindset. The mindset is wrong. So that means you need a fresh leadership, fresh leadership that is very, very vast in thinking. Now, do we have Nigerians that can do it based on what they have? Yes. People like Olofijano, people like Mike Emenalo, a lot of great Nigerians that have been in football circles that will bring that professionalism. That's what it needs. And this is not only about NFF, it's the whole problem of Nigeria. There's lack of professionalism. So when it comes to different things, we start playing tribe, we start playing religion, we start playing so many things when it's just about being professional in a sport. And once there's no professionalism in a sport, it can't get. But if we have to say for just argument's sake, once we have a right mindset of leadership, it starts transcending throughout. The structure you need, the way players must be taken care of, how many teams we have. In each of these teams, we need different aspects in the departments that cater for this. There are people that cater for that thing you are saying. And then when you create structure, you now sell your products because now you need to fund yourself. All right, government can give you one or two things. That's fine. But how can you fund yourself? You have all it takes through our contracts with Nike. That can be a good funding space, but it's just that they don't sit down to negotiate correctly for the nation. There are different businessmen, different people that want to sponsor different teams. By the time you do that, you have enough for your budget. You build something like what the French have done, the Clairefontaine, or what the English have done. You build a complete facility. By the time you tell one or two rich men that they will build it and they will name it after them, they will build that thing in 6 months. They will build that thing in 6 months and tell you, okay, this is going to be a Dangote facility, whatever you want to call it, or one big man or one politician. They will build that thing with pride and they will dedicate it and everything. And then that is the football space. I think these things are very quick to do, and you will see it happening. And then in all the geopolitical zones, you want to open football.
That's all very interesting about that.
You create hubs in those geopolitical zones. In each geopolitical zones, there are rich people. There are people there. They just want to sponsor in Kano, in Enugu, in different places. We create hubs. Those hubs will be to bring in your under 17. Bring in your under 17. Have under 17 coaches that you can pay, even if it's part-time. You pay them part-time. Create a funnel where your coaches can start doing UEFA B license at least. Which is very easy. Well, that's what the NFF guy can negotiate globally with Europe and FIFA. Say, FIFA, we need help. How can we get these things? They will do it. These days, they do online programs. You create all these things, and then before you know, your coaches, UEFA B licenses, they can be coaching the young boys. Periodically, create a mini competition among these geo zones, these 6 zones.
Yes, now.
The 17 coach will just get people funneled in. And once they funneled in, they will come every month or every bi-monthly to be playing games in the center you have. So to pick another 17 team is very easy. To get the coach that will do it is easy. And if you cannot pay your coaches, let your coaches play. If, let's say, we have coaches that are coaching Heartland, Eyimba, they can coach. But when they're off season, they can come and help to develop the next teams, the under 23 teams. So when you do like that, you can manage yourself. Meanwhile, you have created a facility for the big team, people funneling in the best talents. This can be done. But once you don't have the right leader in charge that has the blueprint, clear blueprint, it won't work. My problem with NFF right from time has been, every time there has been an NFF person that wants to change things, because of how they are voted in, we never vote the right person. Because the way NFF voting is, you have to have done a club in Nigeria. You have to do so. It takes out the right guys, and it doesn't need to be, the person doesn't need to be an ex-footballer, because what I've realized with our ex-footballers, their mindsets are not shifted. So we need an entrepreneur. We need somebody that understands football and the business of football to sit down and bring a plan. And if, like I said earlier, the other time I came here, I said the current country's leader, the president of Nigeria and his cabinet, they don't like football. Football is not in their plan. Sports is not in their plan. So they don't fund it. They only rejoice.
They don't know anything about sports.
They're not interested. It's not, there are some leaders, you see, okay, they have interest in sports. So they try to look at it from that. The only interest in sports is, if we win, can we use it to promote ourselves? They don't for campaign sports. So unfortunately, that's why the sports commission, the whole sports NF was balkanized. So because when it's balkanized like that, you don't know, there's no interest in sports, because sports is one of the places to actually empower young people. They will have jobs. Even now, you have podcasts, different things can come out of it. So my own thing is, we don't have the right leadership, but if the right leadership come out, it's very easy to change Nigerian football.
Thank you, Sid, for your time. All right, so let me just allow Sid. So, Sid, any final thought? I think you have already even explained everything to us.
That's my final thought. Thanks.
Thank you, Sid, for your time.
He's leaving. No one is leaving. I don't want to say, he said some things. Remember, Kojo, Evonitu is here. Remember Kojo Williams, when he was the NFF chairman, I wanted to change the football. His own board members, God bless his soul, led by Shidama or Beggar, they all worked against him. So whenever he was saying, we won with his father, this guy was voted out of office. Why? Because I remember when he traveled to UK, they gave him money. He said no. They put the money back in the cover of the LFF. That he went with his own money. They gang up against him. And now, we always blame the leaders. What about we, the followers? I reported one of our friends to F1D. When the Falcons and the Tigers won the WAFCON and basketball. When I took them to Abuja to meet the president, right there, they were singing, "On your mandate we shall stand." These guys, these people are not politicians. They are sportswomen. Some of them, they belong to different parties. And right there, they were singing on Monday, we shall stand. And now, one of them was saying there was nothing wrong in that. Politicizing our football. I told Evon D. Evon D told me that I should not mind him. I think I sent a message to Evon D that I should not mind him. We all here are also part of the roads, because when it comes to our side, we use sentiments. That was right. When people went to AFCON and were carrying flag of the son's president, and we complained, people said there was nothing wrong in that. No, we are also the problem. So we should stop blaming the government. We should blame ourselves too, because we are not speaking in one voice. Now, Shegun Odegbami is going to court to fight the NFF. One useless, let me use the word, one nonsense person came out and was saying that his time has gone. He should forget about it. That Guzo is doing a good job. That Shegun Odegbami should leave them. Meaning, even the followers are interested in the shenanigans that's happening to our football. Ongoing, Mila Evondi, a whole hierarchy of Italian football resigned just because they did not qualify for the World Cup. Our own, they are still campaigning, saying renew hope. What is who be with us?
So, I know too. I've missed you because we are very emotional about all these things, and which is right. I know too. The blame is enough to go around, from the NFF to the government to journalists to even with the fans. See, I know too. I know that you've left Nigeria for a long time, but the psyche of a normal football fan, a Nigerian fan, is that if Super Eagles win itself, does it bring any food on my table? So they can so what can bring food on their table is to have agenda. I was talking to somebody said that this Okonkwo coming. That means that there's no slot for home base goalkeeper again. Slot. I hate hearing that. Slot. What is slot? It should be on merit. If the home base goalkeeper is good enough, let's go and compete with Okonkwo. That's my opinion. So, but I also any final thought before I bring your money in. I know that see, I'm going to call you after. I know to when I finish, I'm going to call you on the phone after. Any final thought from you? Meet yourself. I just want any final thought from you before I let you go. Any final thought? Any final thoughts from you?
Well, my own is, if Guso and his cohorts wants Nigeria to appreciate them, all of them should step down. Well,
Yes.
I'm not. It should not happen, because when it happened with during Amaju, it didn't step down. It's the same country that Minister of Interior said there was a job opening and people died at the stadiums. It's like that. When he was told to step down, he said nobody can tell him to step down. But we strive in wrong things, bro. For some time, I've been quiet. I'll just watch you guys listen, because I like, what is wrong with us? What is wrong with us? Who bewitched us? Why are we like this? I'm just tired of Nigerian football, but just that we cannot be tired. We cannot be tired.
We always thank you, Edison. Thank you. I'll call you. Don't forget. Okay, I'll call you after. Thank you, Edison. Oh boy, before I let you go to, I think you are just smiling when you heard C talk. You're smiling when you heard Edison talk, because I think all of them already explained the point you're trying to communicate. I think you mentioned things about having rich people in the country, that they can play a much better role than what they are saying. I think that already cleared from the seat, and the seat already explained everything in details. And also the passion we also have too, for the sport itself. Do you have any other thing to add? I know that they have point already. No. So I anything you want to add,
The only thing I will tell you is that all the Super Eagles players, they are playing because of Eric Chiu.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's because of that man. And because if I'm just praying that let them just allow this man, just give this man 5 years contract. Let him make our football better. Because if this man leave and you bring another person,
Egavon is waiting again. Egavon wants to coach
family,
Nigeria till he can no longer work again.
that is the problem. The problem is that FIFA is corrupt, NFF is corrupt, because NFF,
What about state FAs? Are they corrupt?
that one is the worst. In fact, that is why the thing is that my life is this. If I'm doing something, I hate to lose. I love to win. If I still can't work out, tell him, hey, you're a disgrace. Yeah. I always tell him, I don't care. You're a disgrace. If I say can't work, I'll tell him you're a disgrace. He said, why? I would just tell him, go and study administrative work. For the fact for the fact you're a legend.
Yeah.
This is not your calling.
Okay.
You're calling you're a scout. For me, I will tell you, your calling is for you to be a scout.
Not
to start scouting from Arsenal.
Yeah,
not administrative, yes.
But he scouted a player for Arsenal now.
Yeah, that is his work. His work is not to be a chairman for
the player did not make it now.
He's
but
not
I was pressing. I'm going to just allow him to go quickly, but I'm coming to your everybody. So, just in 30 seconds, somebody asked you, tackle you here. He said that you said Adebiosu failed. Hold on. That so many people has failed in different academies. Eberechieze was released in Arsenal. He came back. He's now back in Arsenal. So many players have been
mentioned them. Mention them.
Mark Gueye of he was in Chelsea, before, and Chelsea released him. He went to Palace. Now the boy is back to play for Man City now. So Michael Oliseh, he was in Chelsea too. He's back. He's playing for Bayern Munich. So the list can go on and on. So yes, in 2 seconds, yes.
How old is Eberechieze?
27 or so.
27.
Yes.
How old was he when he played in Crystal Palace?
I'm going. Don't start with that. Let me just try and check.
24. If you check, I'm coming.
He is 27 now. It was 24 when he played in Palace. Yes.
Okay. Who else did you mention?
I mentioned Michael Oliseh.
How old is Michael Oliseh?
22, 23.
22, 23.
Let me double check. Sorry, Oliseh. Oliseh is 24 now.
Where is he playing?
He's playing for Bayern Munich.
Okay. Who again did you mention?
You have lots of players like that.
I know. Who again? I am coming.
You can't compare. Better is the end of the
I am coming. I know what I'm saying. At the age you played at Arsenal. Are you kidding me? And you are 24 years. And you are playing in championship. You have went for loan for up to 3 places. Look at the position you are in championship. I'm coming. Now, these people you mentioned, how did they progress? How did they develop? He's not developing.
No, okay. If Adebiosu now is going to be 25 in December this year, if he's now playing the Premier League by December, the
word you said, if. Let's see.
But
at his stance right now, Smith, at his stance right now, he's not developing. I'm sorry to say it.
How do you mean?
Yes.
Wait. Before you proceed, I'll ask you a question.
Okay, ask me.
Now, Yakubu Aigbeni played for Maccabi Haifa, played in the Champions League. Yakubu Aigbeni played for Maccabi Haifa, played in the Champions League. He now moved from that place to Championship, Portsmouth. Are you going to say, what's your take about that?
Okay, Yakubu Aigbeni was born in Nigeria.
Yes.
Yakubu Aigbeni have different develop. If Yakubu Aigbeni, I'm coming.
Hold on.
You asked me a
question. He played
in
the Champions League for Maccabi.
I know you. Okay,
you played Champions League against Manchester United. Hold on. Scored hat-trick against Manchester United and now decided to move to Portsmouth. You see, the Championship is not, you can't really say the boy has failed. He's still playing football. He's still playing.
No, you asked me a
You
question.
can't
I,
say.
I
Yeah,
want you
okay,
to
go ahead.
understand my point. You guys are
Yeah.
not understanding my point. See, I know what I'm saying. Yakubu was raised in Nigeria.
Mm,
We know his age. We know
mm.
what happened. He moved to in Premier League, right? He moved, he come back. You can compare him with Arabios, who was born in England.
Okay.
You
What
get my
about?
point?
Let me
Now,
compare a player. Another player was born in England. It took him a while before. What's his name? He played for Leicester. At what age did he even start?
I don't know his name.
No, no,
What's
no.
his
The
name?
striker, this English striker, he plays in Italian league now. Jamie Vardy.
I want to know his name. I want to know the person.
Jamie Vardy. Career.
Jamie Vardy.
Valley.
Vardy.
Yes.
Valley,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Vardy.
How old did he start playing football?
You just check.
No. See, this Smith.
He's been playing football early now, but it's top flight football for him.
He is
When
late.
top flight
He
football
started playing football lately.
No.
He started playing football lately.
No.
Right?
No.
Yeah. Now, I see my comparison. Look at my comparison is this. See, Arabiosu, let me be honest with you. I don't think he will play in Premier League.
You can't say that for you.
I do not think. Yeah, you guys will like him, but I am.
At what age?
What I have seen so far.
At what age did Danishitu play in Premier League?
When I see Arabiosu,
I say at what age did Danishitu play in the Premier League?
28 or 20 something.
Danishitu, hold on, Danishitu. Where was he born?
Nigeria.
We are talking about people
at
born
what age
in
did he move
abroad.
to England?
Now,
That's how you look at it.
you are not understanding my point. Assuming you understand my point, you will know where I'm heading to. Now, let me use Emmanuel Fernandez.
There are so many late bloomers in football.
Now, let me use Kayode. These are people born in abroad. These are Nigerians. Let me use that line now.
Use Lucatoni.
I am coming. I want you to get the point.
I'll mention so many players.
Wait, now I'm coming.
Use Lucatoni.
Wait, now I'm coming. I am talking about people played for Nigeria. I'm talking about people play for Nigeria. Now, I'm using him, right? I'm using Olaino. I'm using Emmanuel Fernandez. I'm using Kayode, who's by God's grace, he will play for Nigeria. Right?
I doubt it.
By God's grace. That's why I use the word by God's grace. I'm using Kevin Bassey. I'm using Lukman. I'm using Lukman. Who else?
Okay.
This guy.
Not to drag it too much. I think I want to understand what you're talking about.
This guy have a bright future more than all these people.
And what you're trying to say is that Adebayosu had access to good training facility. He went to Arsenal as a young player. And he did not make it in Arsenal. You expect him to make it in Arsenal. He didn't make it in Arsenal. His journey went to Belgium. From Belgium, he returned back to what? He returned back to England for Blackburn Rovers. Currently, now, if you go and check his scouting reports, he's the best right back in the championship.
Okay.
Best wing back in the championship. Go and check his scouting report. He's way above Femi Seriki. Even this boy that plays for Preston also. Go and check his scouting report. And in fact, it was his club that stopped him from going to the Serie A. This January. What I'm just saying to say, Ombweri, is this. Sometimes your journey might not be straight.
Yes, I stand to be corrected. You're right.
Sometimes your journey might not be straight. Sometimes you might put iron to the furnace sometimes before you straighten it. You might have to go through different for you to be somebody in this thing. In my own opinion, I think that this football is difficult. I don't want to mention a player. I argue this thing with you. That's my longest argument with you before in the past. One thing, I'm going to say it there. I argued about a particular player with you for more. No, I won't mention the player's name before.
No, mention. Let me understand the
due
player.
to my respect for the player, let's keep the player's name. You remember
Okay.
now. Me and you argued with the player. I picked one player, and you picked one player. We now argued for close to 1 hour. I remember we didn't complete the argument. Remember that player's name?
Yes.
The player I'm mentioning now that I picked then is now playing in La Liga. I'm not mentioning the player's name. You picked a particular player too. We argued. That argument was like about 1 year plus ago. Currently now, me and you cannot have that argument again because the career of the two players don't take different trajectory. That is how funny football is. Johnny's can, the player I'm talking about now. Johnny, the player
I will tell you the reasons.
I'm coming. Johnny, they take different routes.
Yes.
Is for you to stay focused. Let me tell you something. Some people, there's a player called Femi called Aziz something.
Miguel
Aziz. And there's a player.
He's the brother of Femi Aziz.
There's a player in that.
They are brothers.
Called it's a player that is Aido Saka in that Arsenal team. The boy went to Germany. What's his name again? This boy went to Germany. He was so upset when Saka broke into the first team that he was the one. You see, what was that boy's name? He's a Nigerian player, Nigerian boy, but he's misplaced. I forgot the boy's name. Yeah, the boy went to Germany. The boy wanted to follow Jordan Sancho's route. He was thinking that, okay, if I don't play in Arsenal, I can follow. Not Joe. It's a player that, what was this player's name? This player, he later, very good player, already in the first team. Nobody will see, nobody will see this player and Saka and tell you that this player will be ahead of Saka. Saka will be ahead of this player.
Smith,
but their career.
Can I ask you a question?
And that was actually what ended. I'm going to try and remember the player.
Yeah, that's the question. Then I will go. Do you think that Eric Chile will invite Rabiot again?
That is, I'm not the coach.
Your mind, do you
I think we invite him.
Okay, I'll rest my case.
I know this don't wear here.
You know the reason why I asked you. We have talked about this thing before, right?
I know.
We know the reason.
I know the reason, and I know the
you know
reason
the reason, right?
Yes. I know the reason why.
You know the reason, yeah. So
I will not talk.
He found himself in a position that is gonna take time. It's gonna take time. And Eric Chile is not somebody that have patience. I'm gonna have to groom you before you adjust to this adjustment or this. He doesn't have that time. Once you are not doing it, another person is taking over. Once you are not doing it, another person is taking over immediately. That is why, for me, I look at it that he's a good player. I'm not judging, but there are so many expectations I have on him. There are so many expectations I have. The game that Emmanuel Fernandez played, he was the only one that I watched. I said, okay, let me see this guy. Let me see whether this guy can be able to enter Nigeria. Just 5 minutes alone, right?
Good.
I said, you know what? Ugogu will be a bench player to the rest of Super Eagles. You see how I'm doing it, right? I mentioned, I said, in fact, let Kevin Bassett come and partner with this guy. Very calm, no heat, no skin pain. You see movement. When you see a player, you will know. That's why I said I pray that he can be able to be given another chance. That's my own thing. I stand to be correct. I pray that he can be able to give another chance. If the coach have a patience, I pray. That's my own thing. It's not that he's not a good player.
I'm trying to remember. It's called Xavier Amechi.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to remember. It's called Xavier Amechi.
Yeah. So
thank you.
See, he's a good player, but in my own thing, That's the way I look at these players coming abroad, right? And that's the way I look at them. And that's the way I place them. If you can't match the energy of Lukman, Olaino, Calvin Bassi, Kayode, Emmanuel Fernandez, and you are giving me the energy of there's no difference between you and the players born at home. Hey, no, you have to move up. That's my own thing. That's my own thing. When I saw
This question in 10 seconds before everybody answer, because I have to let you go now. So do you think that Ebrechezi and Oliseh will play for Nigeria? If they play for Nigeria, do you think that Arsenal Bayern Munich will sign them? Quickly.
He said, if they play.
If they play for Nigeria, do you think Arsenal Bayern Munich will sign them?
If Lukman can
If
be
no,
signed,
if Lukman can sign for
you got the point. I'm telling you now. If Lukman can be able to go to Atletico, come on, man.
Yeah,
the problem we are having.
Yeah.
You see, Eric Chiu is now making some of the players Europeans are watching. Who are these Nigerians that were struggling before and now becoming?
You know, don't worry. I have to agree with you. Simeone said that we watched Lukman during AFCON. The way he was playing between the O's, he's mentioned that we watched him during AFCON. So I think so. Don't worry. Thank you for your time. I understand the logic.
Yes, that's my own. He's a good guy. He's good, but the position he's playing in Super Eagles, hey, there are so many.
Okay.
There are so many.
Thank you. Very. See you. Please, I will call you. Thank you. Evan D, I know that sorry for keeping you waiting, but I'm ready. Just like this adage. This question, sorry, Evan D, for you. Your thoughts. This question quickly. Do you think that they will play for Nigeria? They will play for these big clubs if they play for Nigeria?
It depends.
Okay.
It depends. Look at, for example, we have not qualified for the World Cup. The World Cup is always a platform to help players to be seen by a lot of scouts, a lot of clubs. So it still depends, the age and all. Sometimes they feel like when they play for African countries, their ratings probably might drop and all that. So it depends. You can't. It's a yes or no answer, honestly. But it depends. You can't say. Also, the number one thing will be on the players, how they perform where they are. I mean, you can't have a Lookman that scored 3 goals in the final of a UEFA Championship, and you now overlook him. You can't overlook such a player. 3 goals in spectacular fashion, not tap-ins and all that. So it depends. It depends on how. So the players also, they will always, and again, Lookman, it's going to be a lot easier. Now I think the rules have changed. If he wants to play in England, for example, he's not going to be seen as a non-English player per se because he was born in England. He has an English passport, so that will also give him. If they want to sign another player that is non-English, you give them the opportunity to sign the player. So those are the things. Sometimes they have to consider before players are signed.
Yeah. So your thought now.
So I want to correct an impression that people will say, it's all. Do you really say Mr. Adedotun was saying something about? I think the man, what he said in clear terms, he said while some of us were still looking at the '94, the success of the '94, countries like Senegal, Morocco were looking forward and building their teams forward. But while some of us were looking back, are still basking in the euphoria of what we enjoyed with that golden generation. A lot of other countries are going forward. And he made something clear, which I agree with him. He's not saying foreign born should not play. He never said that. I think people try to quote him out of context. What he said, we cannot continue to rely on that because when we continue to rely on people to develop players for us, then what will now be our own job back home? We can as well say, okay, we don't want to have a football federation here. Let us have that football federation in Europe. Because now those people are developing the players. We will not be at their mercy. Are you getting? If we develop, he said we must create a system that is going to work here. We must be intentional about creating a system. We cannot continue to develop. And it's just what he's just saying is still calling on football administrators in Nigeria to do the job the right way. So what if Lukman has not been developed in Europe? Are we going to have that audacity to say, Lukman, come and play for us? Alex will come and play for us, and this one come and play for us? Because as it is right now, if you look at it, look at the bulk of what we have in our team. If we remove all these foreign bonds, that they're not playing for us, we're going to be in a big trouble. And, and that is because we've not been able to develop what we have at home. Look, we saw those who played in what's that tournament called? The home base. Chan. We saw we saw how they played. Not impressive in any way. So he's saying, come home, develop what you have. You can't say all the time, all the Brazilian players you've seen. Brazil will not say we have to rely on one Brazilian born in Spain, one Brazilian born. That is not to say that they will shut the doors on wherever they see a talent, but develop your own to the level that Michael Oliseh growing up will say, my dream is to play for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. If you don't develop anything on home, you will just look at it and say, man, I have option. Let me just go for, I'll just go and play for this country. We develop a team that is so attractive that Jamal Musiala will think, no, my goal is to represent. See, I was watching a video of, I think it's this Spanish futures, or I can't remember, young boys. I saw a young boy, a little boy, not maybe like 10, between 8 and 10, saying, would they ask him, what's your dream? He said, well, his dream is to play for the Moroccan national team.
Where is the player?
I think he plays for Newcastle. Newcastle. The boy plays for Newcastle. If I still have hold of that video, I'll share that link with you. He said, my dream is to play for the Moroccan national team. A little boy. That means for the Moroccan national team to be that attractive. Look, if not because Senegal is also doing something right, why do you think a player playing for PSG who has a future with France will say, no, I want to play for Senegal? So that is what we are not doing. Make it attractive. Look, if not because Iwobi just wanted to really, really play for Nigeria.
He said it took enough convincing to even
play. Because when he came, the way people, he said people just come to their camps. That is not going to happen in England. So those are the things Oliseh is talking about.
They booked the hotel of Super Eagles. They went there.
Yeah. So those are the things Sunday Oliseh was talking about. He didn't say foreign born should not play. He never said that. He only said we shouldn't rely on. When we rely on people to do,
we should cut. He said you should cut it.
No. I think, from my own understanding, he doesn't want us to rely on how those people, what they develop, because what they develop, we will be at their mercy on the long run. So the best thing for us to, if you look at the national team today, is I'll divide into two parts, and that's the strength of the national team.
Why
the
not
foreign bonds, no, I'll just say two parts. I mean, with the third part, I don't think they are so powerful. And those that are running the team, the strength of the national team, the Super Eagles today, I'll divide it into two parts. It's very easy. The foreign bonds are holding one side. And if you look at the ones that are born in Nigeria that are doing pretty well, you will realize that they have either played in under 17 or under 20. And they have played in under 17 team that did really well. Osimhen played for the under 17. Chukwueze played for the under 17. Akko played for the under 20. Mention another quality player in that team again. That born at home. So if we don't have a sound under 17 or under 20 team, look at those that have failed in under 20 and under 17 that didn't really do well. Maybe they are set, they didn't really do well. Even we say, you saw Olusegun Olukunle, he played for the under 17, but they are set, didn't really do well. What has he, when it comes to the national team, you won't really say this. But when you select the very best, go to different parts. We have 36 states. Our population is so high. Go to different parts of the country. You see quality players. Look, go back. And it's the same. If you compare and contrast, it's the same. We have the same problem with Ghana. But they are so prideful that they see some of their talents abroad, they don't want them to come and play for their national team. That's why they have this problem. They've been so fortunate. But let us have, when we are selecting, you see, when you are built as a scout, you are a scout, you are not a coach. To be able to differentiate that. When you are built to just train players between under 50, underage, stay there. Don't try to say you want to be here. And part of the problems we have, you ask yourself this question. Look at Nwankwo Kanu. I'm a big fan of Nwankwo Kanu. He's in Enyimba. Why have you given him the job of Enyimba? Does he have the certificate? Has he gone for administrative courses for you to think, oh, we'll give it? And that is part of the things we do. We've not really seen sports as this is a profession. We must hire professionals if we want to succeed. And that is why one thing I want you to do, or every other Nigerian platform that we do now, we need to keep talking about this under 23. Don't bring academy players to under 23. Don't bring academy players to under 23 because, and I'll
Even
tell
don't you
you,
under 22, we should limit academic
under
players.
20 don't even really need academy players, but there must be room for exceptional talent. And say, okay, exceptional talent, this person.
But can I
What?
play in academy?
No, you see, when you have exceptional talent, let him join. And that's why I was surprised. That boy, 15-year-old, to goalkeeper to come and play in the Super Eagles. It's so unfortunate. It is wrong. It is
Now, you
wrong.
know
There
what?
is no.
They are pushing the goalkeeper to be the first choice on that 23 now.
You see, it is wrong. You can't even do that. There are goalkeepers way better. Way better. Let me tell you, even a certain goalkeeper that plays in that was invited to the National and Super Eagles. There are many goalkeepers in the NPFL that are way better than that goalkeeper, although not invited for this last one. You see, if you look at the under 21s, under 20, let us even use Nigeria as an example. Look at the team we took to the Olympics, 1996, under 23. How many academy players were in that team? Look at the one that went to Sydney. How many academy players were in that team? Hamakachi is even over age. Let's look at the young players. Those that were within the age. Oruma was not playing academy football. Kanu wasn't playing academy football. He already won the Champions League. Obi Oparaku wasn't playing academy football. Celestine Babayaro wasn't playing academy football. Was already playing well. Yes. So you don't bring academy players on that team
was in
because
Monaco then. Was he in Monaco?
who?
Ikpeba.
Yes, Monaco. Yes, Ikpeba was in Monaco. Ikpeba was in Monaco doing pretty well, and that is the fulcrum, or that is the foundation for your Super Eagles. Because when you have quality players in this position, all of them may not graduate, but you have key graduating to the Super Eagles. They already understand the DNA. This we've played together before. I understand this person. This is how I want to play and all that. Don't bring academy players to come and play this thing. Bring established players, create a system for them. Now, if you want MPFL players to play, I don't have any problem with MPFL players playing in the national team. I would think, okay, maybe what kind of football do we want to play? Do we want to play possession football, defensive football? Create it. Have a meeting with MPFL coaches so that they will also implement that kind of system in their teams. They will now apply it in their own way. So that when you invite a player from the MPFL to the national team, he already understands the system we are going to play. It's not going to be new to him. He already understands that, what we play normally, we play possession football, we play three at the back, two wing backs, three central defenders. That's what we play. So if I'm a wing back, I already know what I'm supposed to do as a wing back when I'm going to the national team, because that's the kind of football system we play in my club. That is if we really want to progress with it. But don't bring academy players to the under 23. Then you must be sincere. See, look, when you make your team attractive, you get sponsors. All these young players abroad, they also want to come. There are so many people around our football that they don't have any business with football. They don't have any business with football.
Yeah.
Like I said, I will always I want you, if you can say, okay, people that will probably join you on Friday, oh yes, give me your own. Who do you think should be in the under 23? Who do you think? Look at the last under 23. So shameful. You bring in a player that from one university in Dubai to come and play under 23. You bring in a player from the 8th tier of English football to come and play under 23. Then how do you now want? It's so shameful. Then you look. It is not every player that is playing in one European league. That it's not every player that you bring. Quality. Because if we don't build, if we fail to build this under 20 or under 23 properly, we will not go to 2030 World Cup. We won't. We won't.
And I'm saying
and it will reduce. You see, maybe we are still having foreign bonds that are interested in playing for us. It will see that thing we win. It is the fans, Nigerian fans, the way we shout, the way we talk about our football, the way we are so passionate about football. the way we say, oh, Danjano, they carry us, we want to do this. We are very, very influential in the way we have also like the psyche of this foreign born too that they want to also play, they want to identify with us. Okay. And you look at the Exodus, the Japa issue and all that, that has helped. Okay. We want, there are so many. See, if you go to England, go to see this club now, they want to, they probably will gain promotion to the championship. Bromley. Who is the captain of Bromley? It's Omar Sowunmi is the captain of Bromley. 30 in Nigerian. In that team, maybe you have two other Nigerians. If you go to all this,
Lincoln that got promoted to the championship, the
yes,
defender that is their leader in that back line is 22
yes,
years old Nigerian.
you see. So you
At
look
least
at
it's something.
you look at talent. How do you do your scouting report? Like who is the head of scouting department in the Nigeria Football Federation? How many of them do you have? How do you do your scouting report? Because if you do it, you work with the coach. That is when you know that okay, this is the kind of player we need. A player may be good. Look at Brazil, for example.
Yeah.
When Jadel was playing, Jadel was doing pretty well in Europe. Jadel and Giovanni Elba playing fantastic football. But it was difficult for them to really play regular football for the Brazilian national team because they were more of this European style. They play European kind of football. They were not playing that Joga Bonito kind of football.
So talking about scouting on where
yes,
when the according to report, when Enrique submitted his list of
yes,
of invited players, there was one boy there that plays for Pizza. What's that boy's name? Rafiu Durosimi.
Yeah.
When they got the list, since he's a foreign born player, the NFF is a player that passed through
Nigeria now.
Yes, Nigerian. He thought he's a foreign born player. So talking about the scouting is online, but some of these guys are so lazy. It's on this line.
I think the players we should all be talking about now that okay, these are the prospects. That boy that plays for is it Levante? Tunde Karim. Tunde Karim. I saw one boy. I think I told you last week. I was watching their game. That's the Spanish Segunda, the second division, and he plays for I think Recreativo. I was, I didn't know. I just see the guy taking on. You do this. So I started hearing Ife. I said, which kind? What was this commentator saying? It's Spanish commentary. And I checked the boy. I went to check. He's Nigerian, 21. He's playing from 21, playing from the outside level, born in Nigeria. Those are the players I think. If you are playing in Spanish, I think he was signed from Cadiz. Cadiz loaned him to Recreativo or something. I didn't see so many videos of his, just Nigerian videos, but I saw prospect in that boy. I saw prospect in him, one-on-one take-ons and all that. I saw prospect. Those are the ones you should invite to under 23. Let me tell you, Smith, if you go back memory lane, we played the qualifier, Nigeria, Kenya in Lagos. Some players played Dukudi, Akim Ogunlade were the ones that played Yepsaya, they played that against Kenya. But we knew that we wanted to qualify for the Olympic Games. When we went back to Mombasa, it was Okocha Kanu and Co that went to play the game in Mombasa. We defeated Kenya by 3-0. Now, why would you think we call that team a dream team? We call them the dream team because we saw the talent in what we've got. You would be asking, you know within your head that this set of boys, they could go ahead and win the gold medal at the Olympics. Because if you look at that team, let me tell you, after retirement now, at least 4 players, at least three players in that team, we've got 4 titles for African Player of the Year in that team. Kanu won it twice. Ipapa won it once. Emmanuel Amunike won it once. That's 4. So that tells you a lot about the kind of quality that we had on that team.
Even Jay was close to winning it. Oliseh was close to winning it.
Winning BBC African Player of the Year, winning all of the. Celestine won the Ebony with this in Belgium. So that was the kind of quality that we had in that team. So when you bring some set of, there are so many footballers. Real Madrid do not just sign anybody. That is why they are called the Galacticos. They want star, the one that can play, will sabi the game. You see, there are footballers. It's like in a class. Not be everybody fit to get first class.
Yeah.
Select those that are elite. Everybody cannot play. Where they say you watch basketball, they say NBA All Stars. You watch athletics, is 100 meters final. Not be everybody go reach final. Only 8. The best 8 9 go reach final. So when you are selecting for the national team, select the best. Don't come and be using politics and say let's give them, because you ask yourself, we invited some players for this last AFCON. I mean, the rationale behind the invitation, I still couldn't really. Now we played 2 friendly games. None of them were that important for AFCON. They should have been invited for at least 1 or 2 of them should have been in that one of the friendly games. So the national team should not be a vehicle for you to start promoting players and all that. And I think it is wrong. I don't know. I'm just saying there's going to be clash of interest if you have members of the NFF that also have football academies that have there's going to be clash of interest because you have a football academy and you see that you resign your position in that place and you are also in the NFF. Now,
Yeah.
when we are selecting players, you are not. We don't. I mean, you want to bring somebody from your academy as well to come and play the national team.
That's it. And they've
There's
been
going to
doing
be conflict of interest.
that.
So the scouting department, they must also be very, very independent. Okay, you are
Yes.
bringing. No, it should be open to everybody. You are bringing. This is what we are looking for. It's like you saying, there's a cutoff mark for medicine, for example. If you don't have up to 380, we can't take you in medicine. There's nothing like he has 349 and he's good or no. So there must be like there must be some standard set that this is the kind of player we want in the national team. This is the kind of player that we would take in the under 23.
Yeah.
If this person does not have this, we will not be able to take this person.
Before I actually let you go, I know I asked this question privately, but I want to ask it in front of people. I said that who will be the under 23 coach? And the reason why I asked you about Eric Chair was because of my previous experience. There was a former Super Eagles goalkeeper, a former under 17 goalkeeper that was coached under 23 before in the past. And there's a player currently playing Super Eagles now that they openly demand to pay bribe. The father is not, father is disciplinarian. So if this boy is not good enough, don't pick him than for him to pay. But the boy is in top 5 European leagues now. This guy that I said openly collect bribe, if the man they talk, I never believe say it can stoop so low to demand for, because he's always criticizing NFF, always, not criticizing NFF, always talking about how we can improve, like soft spoken, this is what I'm talking about. Soft spoken. But my issue is this: I've scanned the system. I don't think I can see any coach, because under 20 and 23, it's like a cash cow. Like, it's where you make money, because they will ask you that what did you bring. So who do you think can even undo this? Because I don't see anybody that is capable of doing this job.
Well, we have intentionally created that problem for ourselves, and I'll say why, and I'll tell you why. If I've appointed you as a coach of the national team, they just announced the coach of under 17 for Flamingos also. Now, I didn't see, like, is it a 2-year contract? Is it a 3-year contract? If we are appointing these coaches to come in, I mean, it's very important for people to understand. If we are appointing these coaches to the national team, do we pay them regularly their salaries? Because if you don't pay a coach, you see, in some media houses, I'll tell you, they don't pay their staff. They say, you have, they don't pay their staff. And they may owe you 3 months, 6 months. Now, and that staff is still working there. You don't ask yourself this question: how is this staff? How is he surviving and he's still working in that place? It's simple. Some media houses, you have the mic. That mic is your meal ticket. You go, interview. Whether the interview is necessary at the time or not, you go to interview, you do PR, you get something. That's how you survive. Now, who caused that? Maybe the media house has the larger blame. The reporter will also have a smaller, because if they are not paying you, you may as well leave. But where are the jobs? So that is the kind of system probably we have created with the NFF. Do you pay the coaches regularly? If you don't pay Super Eagles coach regularly, how would you not pay under 20 or under this thing? If you don't pay, I mean, there are so many things, so many logistics, and it's not even only the coaches. Maybe there are some staff, backroom staff in the NFF too, that are not getting their salaries as at when due. Maybe because if you pay them regularly, that is why if you don't have the capacity to employ so many people, don't employ. If you some, maybe they should be ad hoc staff because you can't be paying them on a regular basis. When you have this thing, they come in. When we are done with this, they go. That's it.
That's it.
So
So, who do you
I
forget
see,
to be
you see
coach
some people in that game, saw some people that traveled and all that. If you don't have the capacity, say, look, everybody must not travel. You see this contingent, this thing, all of them, some that will travel. Why is this person there? If you think you don't have the money, let the person stay home. If that money is going to affect the player, the person their officials should stay. It is the player, because without the players, officials cannot be anywhere.
Yes.
Because they are eating in a way from the sweat of the players. It's how the players perform on the pitch that you also will also make money. So why would you not take care of your player? It's like you having I'm a music executive. I have a musician that I'm managing. I have to take care of this musician. We are going to this place. If he says I want to go with the private jet, he provide the private jet. Because without him singing properly, there is no way we're going to get the sponsors. Without the players playing pretty well, they're not sponsors. The sponsors are not for the executives. It's for because of the players, it's because of the talent of the players. So if you don't treat your players well, if the players are using their talent to attract sponsors, then you must treat them well. Give them whatever they need. For under 23, I don't know who they want to employ. Because you look at it, why do we just want to employ under 23 coach? When is the qualifiers?
September.
I don't know. Something is September. That's why maybe some that
People are
understand the
already
game very well will say,
playing
I'm
friendly
not
match
going to
now.
play. Huh?
People are already playing friendly match now.
Yes.
Country.
A lot of them are playing friendly matches. Under 16, from under 20, under 21, they're playing friendly games. But we don't even have a coach. If the Falcons will struggle to even get friendly games, you think why would you think they will treat under 23? So it says a lot about those that are running our football. It's not by force for you to be an executive of the Nigeria Football Federation. If you say that we can't do this thing because look, when I come to a place, I'm offering my service somewhere, and I feel like it's like they don't have some of the things I can use to work. I leave the place. I'll leave. But don't force yourself there, because forcing yourself, you have not been appointed to be given excuses. If you know you give that excuse, leave the place.
Okay. I mean, fine. I should let it go.
So under 23 coach for under 23, I don't even know who they can take.
But
honestly,
the name on the media now,
unless they want to take Emmanuel Amunike.
No, is that Ladamboso?
Oh, I don't think so.
Because they say that he did. He's the one that's been able to produce Fredericks, produce Toshiko Nadi, 2 days of the World Cup, produce Daga, produce Ugushi Onyewu of Fenyi for Esperance de Tunis.
See, look, we have to. My own is this: what is the purpose of assembly this under 23? Is it for them to be able to play? Because the under 23 team, that's what I said. If the NFF will say, okay, Eric Shell, we don't have under 23, it is the Super Eagles that have been invited to go and play in the Unity Cup. Let the bulk of the players you will invite to that Unity Cup be from 24. Yes, older should be 25. Let them be like between 21, 22, 20, 21, 22. Majorly is the way you try to build your under 23. And you let them understand we are trying to build under 23. A coach will come and take charge. But give us a very good coach. Don't go and give coaches. We don't want the same person. We don't want, because since they've been doing it, what is the result we are getting? Because if you look at it, people are saying this person are produced this. They are just producing average players. Let me be honest with you, not elite players. They're just producing average players. Tell me the one that since the man you mentioned, since he's been coach of under 20 and all that this is the player that I scouted, and this player is top 3 or top 4 or top 5 in the national team. You will not see. You will not see because and that is why we need to truly restructure our football. Regional. There must be, who are those, because you have to touch almost all the places. You have to. For me, people will say, what was this person saying? That's me, please. It's my opinion. And don't get angry. I
Yes.
would so like somebody like Tsunami,
Mhm.
Tsunami to be the NFF president.
Yeah, I also
And, now,
agree with.
and in his interview, the man said he cannot appoint a Nigerian as the Super Eagles coach. He will go for a
Mhm.
foreign manager. He said it. He said it,
Mm.
he said, and he knows what he's saying. He said he would rather go for a foreign manager. Now, for him to have said that, Smith, you know now,
Mhm. Mm.
ah,
Mm.
he's running football in the country. Go to that
Huh.
his place where he's running the football. Because
Mm.
the issue of I think there's some they say one man came maybe today, maybe FIFA, this maybe Kenyan or Zambian or whatever, like came maybe from Zimbabwe or I don't know, I can't even remember now. They came to inspect the hostels and all that. These are old things that hostel, that idea hostel. You want to go and put you see Mbappe that you want to go and put in a hostel in France, you come and say hostel. But you go and put Osimhen, come and stay in this hostel.
Mhm.
These are not this is not cadet football that you want to be running. I don't,
Mhm.
for me, like I have said, I don't really see that as something impressive. I don't appreciate, say, you just have to, I mean, you must have a vision, proper vision that this is, we want to have a national football center where you see a lot of things, recovery, so many things will be there. That should be what we
Mhm.
should be, that should be what we should be thinking about now. Not to just
Yes.
have some kind of OSA that you cannot maintain. Go to the National Stadium Abuja, you still see what's it called? You see fire trucks that have been there
Mhm.
for years. You see, I mean, it's not well maintained. That should be a
Yeah.
national monument that is well maintained. That people
Yeah.
want to see. This is this and now. Look out, check the turf.
Yes, it's
Ah,
very great. Everybody, always nice to actually hearing from you. You always you and Sid, you always dive into those issues. But for me, I just think that if these guys know exactly what they are doing,
and I think like Smith, I think we discussed they should separate. It is I think it's we should have if you are going for the next election, we should have a woman as a vice president of the NFF. Let's have a woman,
hmm,
maybe a former player, to be the vice president of the Nigerian Football
NFF.
Federation. Why can't we
No,
have a woman as a vice
I,
president of the
hmm,
Nigerian
hmm.
Football Federation?
I
Let us
think
have a
that's
woman. Then it
we
must
need
be
a voice.
someone that is really, really in charge. Give them their own
Yes,
this thing. We
yes.
should have a
Hmm.
woman as a vice president. All these years we've never, I don't think we've had. We should have a woman as a vice president in the Nigerian Football Federation.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I also actually would agree with you. So thank you everybody for your time. Always
If not president, sir.
in
Yes.
Nigeria. Okay,
No,
I
no,
want
no,
to
no,
use
no,
what I'm
no,
talking about.
no, no.
Uh,
If you
you
can't have
know,
a woman as the president, then we should have a woman as whether secretary, general, or vice president.
but then there is no woman currently on a UFAB license. Also, I don't know. I mean, is it CAF B or CAF A license?
To be what? To be UEFA.
No, I'm talking about just to be.
What's
No,
this woman?
the woman. No,
This
the woman are
former
not.
goalkeeper. I think she has a UEFA license now. Ayegba Abi, what's her name? I can't remember her name.
Eh,
She's a coach now.
she got UFA license. I spoke to her. She said
Uh-huh.
that
Uh-uh.
some people never forgive her when you
No,
when he was
that's
playing for
different.
Nigeria.
It's football. As in to manage the game, we should
Yeah,
you see.
yeah.
Look, let
I
me
would
tell
like.
you.
I would like to talk to her.
Let me tell you something. At least you know top company like Deloitte,
Mm-hmm.
the Oga, the WNBA commissioner. I've forgotten her name. They pushed her from Deloitte.
Hmm.
You want to have NFF president? Go and poach like see. Look, we need to turn this. See, like you have said, they have said on your platform that man, that bros from that man now, that man from Bayelsa, I think, or Kwaibon. What's that man that used to come on your show? I've forgotten his name. The man used to come on your show on Friday.
Okay.
That his
Okay.
friend is the one doing the pitches. The man was still on the last show.
Okay. Mr.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Yes. And
Right.
that
Yeah.
we should have like a CEO. And it's very important.
Mm-hmm.
If you have like who are the top CEOs? Okay, you have somebody in all these young lads in there that's Flutter Wave, all these boys. Come on, make them CEO of Nigeria Football Federation. Whether you not
Hmm.
see something different. I'm telling you, whether you not see how they run football in a proper way. Bring young people could come and run this thing. Not people that will just sit down where Babariga and they'll be doing. Or you see every federation what they do. You're a football federation.
With their,
Always
with their,
congrats.
with their
Now birthday
belly,
wishes all the time. Birthday
but
to
they
our this thing. Birthday all this.
everybody have to ask this question too, because they're journalists, very experienced. You know, just imagine pay a courtesy call to to all these big NFFs too. What is in that courtesy call? Is it to engage them or
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It depends on the organization. You know.
because I always see journalists going there to do what?
No, it depends on the organization. I don't know. There are so many things people want to discuss. They may say,
They have
okay. Some will
it's after
say, I mean, it depends. Really, it depends on their agenda
on the agenda for the
it depends on the agenda for that visit. So I can't really say.
because I don't the way it's being practiced when you actually
Yeah, I
want.
understand. I understand where you're going to the way it's being
I
practiced.
know, I know, I know, where I'm going to because when
No,
they go back,
that's why I
their
know
pocket
because
is
there are
calling.
some that are good. I would say this is so. I don't want to like use one brush for every this thing. I would say oh, so it depends on the agenda. I mean, you see, our federations they are not congratulating this on the Kinecon birthday. You see, everything. I mean, they don't even know. See, there are some things that are personal. Don't bring it to
Yes.
it's personal. Don't
Mhm.
the organization shouldn't have this thing. You don't. I think we can't really differentiate. We it's a cultural problem. I
It's a
think it's a
culture.
cultural problem.
I agree with you. Everybody, thank you for stopping by.
Mm.
Always nice to.
It's a cultural problem.
All right, thank you, everybody.
All right, all right.
Yeah, yeah. It's just very funny, but I plan to, I plan to spend only 1 hour to engage in some few things, but I had to like spend more time because it's always nice to talk about Nigerian football. And shout out to those that contributed. Shout out to Sid. Shout out to Umbueri. Umbueri always bring controversy, but we enjoyed it. Shout out to everyone there. Shout out to Idotun. And you know, shout out to everybody that she was. I brought him up, but I didn't bring Collins. Collins, I know at home because that's not the regular place. I can't. Your camera, I can't really see you properly. I think maybe probably it's your camera. The network is not really actually very good. That's why I didn't actually bring you on. But always nice to engage with you guys in this conversation about Nigerian football. But I just want to say it. See, Nigeria belongs to all of us. Doesn't belong to a particular section. Belongs to all of us. As far as we are sure we are united, we are the same country, it belongs to all of us. So we need to make sure that we don't discriminate. It's always, very important. Anybody that is a Nigerian deserve to be a Nigerian. I'm waiting for a day that the NFF president will be somebody of mixed parents and will not be judged. I'm waiting for that day, and I hope that day is actually what is going to actually what happen. So, guys, how is that? Cornelius to Okonkwo, is now our Super Eagles goalkeeper, and he's going to be getting his first cap in June. Shout out to so what's it called? Those that worked, to get Okonkwo to play for Nigeria. Shout out to all of you. For me, I think we are now slightly sorted in the back line, slightly sorted. We will not mind to get Noah Tobolo. We don't mind, but we are sorted in the back line. Defense line, I think, is getting better, but midfield we probably will need more options. So we at NFF, we that Eric Share is working hard and is working hard to get these players to actually come into Nigeria. He got a big project. If we are serious, we can win the next AFCON and even win the next one after and play the semi-final or even the final of the next World Cup in Spain. If we are really serious with what we are doing. All right, guys, thank you guys for always stopping by. I enjoyed this afternoon conversation and happy start to all of you too. I'll see you on Friday for Friday Night Football Club. Please, guys, before you go, can you just like the video? Like the video. We need a serious midfield, strong creative players. I agree with you, Sid. Guys, like the video before I leave. I'm going to leave very soon. Just like the video before I leave. Why can't Okonkwo be in goal in May during the Unity Cup? For me, that Okonkwo, is not eligible to play under 23. If you ask me, I would prefer a much younger goalkeeper to be in goal than Unity Cup, because we never play friendly game at all for our with our under 23, and our fourth qualifier is in September during the FIFA window. So if we really want, yes, family playoff to yes, if we really want to compete the next AFCON, the next the next Olympic, I think we should use the Unity Cup as a friendly game for our under 23, so that at the end of the day they can get to know each other, not to wait before the qualifiers and go and assemble bunch of strangers, that can actually just come and tap on the country again. So yes, that's what we are working towards. I hope that the NFF will allow Eric Sher to take charge of the 123 team, so that at least there will be, because it's even difficult because the 123 team, guys, like the video. I'm just waiting slightly now for you guys to like the video before I go. During our first leg of our qualifiers, 123, we will be playing AFCON qualifier then. So I don't know how we want to do it. We will be playing AFCON qualifier there. And during the under 23 AFCON next year, that will, because the AFCON is now confirmed, that's going to be June to July next year. During the under 17, during the AFCON, just a week after our under 23, if we qualify, we play the AFCON under 23. So it becomes very difficult for Eric Sher to take charge of this under 23, because the timetable is clashed with our Super Eagles. That is where the problem is. So guys, that is that. I've already spent more time here, but it's always nice talking to you guys. So guys, God bless you. God bless Nigeria. God bless Africa. And God bless the world. Thank you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.
GAANT Football. For the love of the game.